Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sand Hills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Bill will start off our morning over here with a nice treat brought in. A Danish Kringle was what was on the table outdoors here.
Yes, Laura
outside.
got that.
Very kind
Why
of
did
you.
Laura should I go ahead and ask
I said
the
it's very
question?
kind. Yeah, please ask Bill why the Danish is here. The Kringle.
Well, brought it in for Ben. Ben's going through a lot, and we talked to Laura about it, and she knew that he was in a pickle. And so he just needed some comfort food. And so
What a gesture.
Laura was able to obtain a pumpkin Kringle for Ben. And we had a good talk this morning, and I think that we're working Ben through some stuff, and he's going to be okay.
Okay.
Ben, would you agree with that?
Yeah.
He just shook his head. I guess not. We got to work harder, apparently, on young Ben.
I guess we'll do better, Ben.
Well,
we'll get 2 Kringles, I guess. I'll talk to Laura.
And a
about
pot
it.
chocolate
roast.
milk too or something, young Ben?
You
or
want
what?
some in the crock pot? I talked about that yesterday. We're putting a roast in for him. Just to have a nice
Gotta
smell
take
and
care
Ben
of
walks
young
in.
Ben.
Yes.
Well, I think Sip was more excited than Ben was for the Kringle. He said
I was
out there,
amazed.
I think as the show began, he says, "I'm stuffed. Well, I better go have some more though." Was what the words he said. I'm pretty stuffed. I better have some.
I don't think it's done for the day for Steve either. No, there will be more Kringle.
There'll be more Kringle. I bet Ben doesn't seem to mind.
Yeah.
It is pumpkin. I'm pretty sure.
You can't tell.
Some
after
of
one
those
or two
Kringles,
bites.
some of those Kringles are hard to tell.
We talked about the pecan is my favorite.
Same. Yeah, if there's a pecan Kringle sitting there,
and they should have made the move. I think like the November 1, it goes to pecan. That's when it goes to Thanksgiving, Christmassy time. It goes to pecan at that time.
Cherry's good.
Yeah, it's a good one.
They have the berries,
Yeah.
the sorted berries. The cherry seems to be the
I think
best.
I've had one Kringle ever in my lifetime.
Oh,
I'm not
it's
opposed.
incredible.
I'll try this one here in a second.
Not opposed.
But I don't have any experience
The hands are
to
out.
go with you guys on these flavors
That's
you're talking
fine.
about.
That's fine.
I'll assume they're proper and good though.
Yeah, there's a big operation in Racine, Wisconsin that ships them.
Yeah.
And they're
making thousands of Kringles a day going worldwide.
Mhm.
They're worldwide.
You can, I think Missing Tooth Greg did some research and determined that you could visit the place where they make them. Maybe not.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a
This
bad
is for
place.
Ben.
Wouldn't be a bad place for a live remote.
Ooh.
Racine, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin
Okay.
at the Kringle.
We'll have some spotted
factory.
cow and
Yeah.
we'll eat some
Yes.
Danishes, some Kringles. Be
thing of
great.
beauty.
Be wonderful.
Not a perfect combination, but yeah.
it
right
works
now,
for-
an ice cold beer doesn't really sound that good. I'll be honest with you.
Come on. What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I got a nice
At
pumpkin Kringle.
6:04, you don't want a beer?
Let's ice down some
Have some
Busch Lights.
spotted cow.
Right.
You
It's
can get
always
a Busch,
good for a
you can get a
spotted
Busch
cow.
Light at the Bird. They have one
can't.
ready to go.
You can't do
You
that.
can get a Busch Light at the Burr.
Yeah.
Assorted
It's sorted
beers.
beers and
I
cocktails.
just saw this on the text line. This is not a roll call, but Matt.
Are we doing a
chimed
roll
in.
call
We're not
now?
doing a roll call. It's
Roll
Friday,
call,
2
Swim.
days from now. No. Matt says I'm tuning in for the whole 2 hours today, hauling a load of pipe to a job site in Tyler, Minnesota. Right
Oh,
now.
that is nice.
Nice.
Thank you for
How
listening.
about that, Matt?
That's got to be a fun ride too.
Yeah.
Hauling,
Beautiful day.
hauling pipe. He's probably
A load
got
of pipe.
coffee. He's got
Yeah.
the show on. He's got to be relaxed.
Okay, now guys,
That's a good morning for you, Matt.
we have to deliver.
Yeah, we do. Let's lock in.
Yeah, lock in.
Yes.
Well, that's
Wonder if
not
we can get some of the the names
No.
of some coaches in college football. We went
You wanna do
over.
that? You wanna do that?
Yeah. You wanna do-
Uh,
Let's do the game show
trivia,
again.
Trivia was disappointing yesterday.
oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Trivia. I'm sorry. Trivia.
yeah. We'll get to
that was-
Satterfield
that
and
was-
White in a second. Yeah,
No, that was immensely disappointing yesterday.
because Bill had all four
At
right.
all, at all of
And-
them.
and you guys
you weren't
lost.
immensely
Yeah.
disappointing.
He got Boise State. Spencer
Yeah.
was it Danielson?
Danielson.
Hey,
yes.
Danielson. Okay. He would have had Brian Newberry at Navy.
Yeah.
You didn't go for it.
Wrote it down. Wouldn't have mattered because if I would have taken Navy, we wouldn't have got the next question. Sip didn't know the next one.
Oh,
So anyway, that's where we're at right
That's
now.
right. Well,
-1 streak.
that's right.
I
We
take-
are.
Yeah, I mean, I have to be accountable on this.
We had a nice. I think we can go ahead and we're willing to help the breakers too. We had a nice group text with the 4-legged stool.
Really?
We got Ben included in it yesterday, just working through some stuff. And there was
Ben at one point said, "I'm not comfortable with it." I said, "I'm not either."
I'm not sure if I did. I couldn't wait for the next text to come in.
It was rolling. It was rolling.
It was rolling. There was a text coming in every 2 seconds, and it was funny stuff. It was really funny stuff. I couldn't wait to hear what was said next. I couldn't wait.
And Ben came with the, this makes me uncomfortable.
I went silent for a second. I was in a meeting. And I looked down and there was like 47 texts in the group chat.
I was at the press conference. I didn't know Ben was there.
Ben could see you laughing,
you laughing and texting during the press conference because we were texting in our own group chat.
This is embarrassing.
And you should have been listening to Satterfield at the time. Instead, you were texting in our.
No. It was prior.
I like where your priorities
It was prior.
I like your priorities, though.
It was okay.
Take care of young Ben, and then,
right.
The press conference after that.
We had some time before set up time.
But Ben was there.
You had no idea he was there, and he saw you the whole time. He saw you he saw you cackling at the text you were sending and receiving in the chat.
True.
You had no idea he was there.
I was laughing.
Like I said, I couldn't wait for the next text to come in. It was so good. It was so good.
And you got a Kringle bin.
Yes, that's a good morning for you.
Yes.
Just day.
Just take it hour by hour. We'll be here with you. Okay. Yes.
He's probably got to bounce early. You got to bounce, Ben? You got to dip?
Yeah, he said, got to dip today early.
You got class.
Leaving us early again. What's new?
You guys are out of your minds.
What's on your mind for Idle Chit Chat? Is there anything else, Bill?
Guys?
Well, I don't know you talk about Xanadu. I was hungry last night.
Yeah.
And we didn't have any food, and I was doing things out in the garage.
Didn't have any food.
Had sugar, and I was starving. But Laura was out on girls' night.
Okay.
On girls' night, they went out for margaritas and some Mexican food, and then she brought me home some Mexican food. When you're starving.
Xanadu.
That was exciting. I mean, that's exciting.
It is.
It was.
Can be.
It was like, wow, are you kidding me?
Warm.
I'm starving, and she brought home a hot meal.
Hot Mexican. Yes.
So
what'd you have?
Just a beef burrito with the side of refried beans.
That sounds good to me.
It. Yeah. And it was.
I like a little green in there would be good, but that's okay.
It was remarkable.
That is good.
Yeah.
And what time was that?
It arrived about 7:45.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Perfect.
I had to put it away because I was going to wolf down the entire mini platter, and then it would just been awful night. So I did stop myself. Stop myself.
Good restraint.
That is impressive, Bill. I can't stop.
No, you're like a dog. Bill. Do you put food in front of Jake and it's over?
Yeah, it's gone. All of it.
Yeah. That's one thing you don't talk to Sugar about either. Like, hey,
slow down,
eat part of it, and just let it be and come back to it. No. When she makes the first bite, it's over.
You could put like a 48-ounce steak in front of me and eat it all.
Jeez.
I would not be proud of that, but I've got issues. I can't control
myself.
You
have issues?
I
have not noticed at all.
I can't control myself. Food
not noticed at all.
No, one piece of Idle Chit Chat that I think Bill might be I wonder if Sugar does this. Just a momentary scare on the walk yesterday. Bullet started walking with 3 legs. He pulled up one, and I was like, okay, what is going on?
That makes you nervous. Was there like a sandburr or something in her
paw?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a he. And he I don't know, because it was about a block, and I was like, I went down to, I was going to pick him up and carry him home. And then he just started walking fine.
Just faked you.
Gotcha.
I mean, I don't know why they do that. I was like, Bull, what are you doing? I thought you were seriously in peril here. And he just started walking. That's it. That's the story.
Paul just figured that out. That's great.
It was a momentary. Bill knows how it is.
It freaks you out.
Because if he's got like a busted leg or something,
they can't tell you. They can't talk.
Nope.
Like, what are you You're not walking. You're just hobbling.
We've had some of those. It's been a sandburr situation with me, where all of a sudden you can tell. But they press on. They keep moving.
Yeah.
They just pick the one leg up and keep going and just keep going. It's like,
why?
Wow.
And then he just started walking. Thank
Nothing's
God.
wrong at all.
But and then the moment he starts walking, Bill understands.
You're so happy.
You're like, oh God.
You're so happy, because the number of times that we've been like at the house, and all of a sudden Sugar's kind of tired, looks kind of sad, and I go, I'm taking her to the ER. I don't know what's
we
going
got
on.
a problem.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's the same thing.
Instant. What's
And I bet you Laura rolls her eyes.
Oh, she does. The dog's fine.
Exactly.
The dog's
Trix does
fine.
the same thing. It's your thing, Steve.
Yeah.
It's not his. He's fine.
I want to put her to the ER immediately.
I'll be
What's
like,
the
"What's
cough?
wrong,
I don't
Bull?"
care.
Yeah, I always am like, Bullet's sad. He's depressed.
Yeah.
What's the problem? Is he not getting enough attention? No, he's fine. He's a dog. He's got his head down.
Yeah.
Calm
He's
down.
sleeping.
He's taking a nap, you idiot.
Sugar's asleep. I want to take her to the doctor.
There's something wrong.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, it's kind of like Ben. We're worried about it.
Yeah.
We probably worry too much.
Our problem. Are we too caring? Is that
We
it?
care too much,
We
Ben.
care too
Sorry,
much.
we try too much here.
God, I think there are
Watching out
deeper
for it.
issues than that, actually.
There will be several things that I'm going to go back through the text, and I'm going to screenshot it and circle it and send it back out
I
again
look
today,
forward to that.
because there was some funny stuff.
There was some sports last night before we get to
What you got?
White and Satterfield. There were 3 football games.
How
you
did New
mentioned.
Mexico State end?
That game
God, that
ended
was-
after midnight last
Yes,
night.
I watched a lot of it.
New Mexico State beat Louisiana Tech 33-30 in 2 overtimes.
They beat him. Oh my!
Who's
That's a
coaching?
huge upset. New Mexico State is horrific.
Who's coaching them?
Sanchez is the head coach there. A friend of mine. I like New Mexico
Well,
State.
both teams were. La Tech
Yeah.
was 2-3 going into
Yes.
the game. Now they're 2-4. New Mexico State's 2-5 following the win, but 33-30 the final score in that one. It ended after midnight. South Alabama beats Troy 25-9, and Middle Tennessee State in a boring, low-scoring game beats Kennesaw State 14-5.
14-5, early safety.
5.
I watched some of that also. Kennesaw State has the worst logo I've ever seen.
What is it?
It's just the letters, I think, at KSU or K. So I don't know what it all is. KS something. It's 3 letters, and they're just all combined together, and it just looks terrible.
Okay. This will upset your dad and Schaefer, Sip, but the Guardians are now down 2-0 in the ALCS. 6-3 Yankees win last night.
That's rough.
I'm sorry.
What was
for
the
your dad.
temperature at the game? I didn't get a chance to.
Let's see. Might
That had
say
to be
here.
probably. I wonder if it was in the 40s, because that's what I'm looking for. I want to see weather in the low 40s. I wonder what it was
Seeing
in
the temperature on here.
New York.
Wish I could tell you that. Don't know. And also, there's 2 trades in the NFL. Devontae Adams goes from the Raiders to the Jets. Mari Cooper from the Browns to the Bills. Big Dane receiver movement in the NFL yesterday.
Bills make a move.
Jake, do you think that was that fake news that I sent you?
Which one was it?
The one on Deshaun Watson, because it was the one.
No,
most
I
incredible.
think that's real.
It's the most incredible stat I've ever seen
Did you
before.
see that yet?
Yeah, I got him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson is in their last 26 third down
downs.
attempts. They're 0 for 26.
0 for 26.
This is the NFL.
See, they're 0
No,
for
there's
26 on third down.
I don't know what to say.
The
And
last
Stefanski
26.
says we're sticking with him because we kind of have to. He's got all this guaranteed money. He didn't say that part, but he said we're sticking with them.
See, that's where that's an organizational problem. That there was a group of people who made the decision we're going to sign Deshaun Watson and we're going to give him a pile of money, guaranteed money.
Oh, also, and he's coming. When he went there, it was already started. Everything
being
with that, all the controversy,
off-field stuff.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that he was with the Texans when that happened.
I know. No, they risked it, and it turned out to be idiotic.
All the draft picks, all the guaranteed money, and it's resulted in nothing. Now they made the playoffs last year, but that's because of Joe Flacco. It was not, and they had a variety of backup quarterbacks come in and play when Watson couldn't go, and they made the playoffs without Watson.
That's where a Browns fan would say, "Okay, slow your roll, guys, on the doomsday talk of our organization. We'll be fine." Will they be fine?
No, they won't.
You don't.
Because now he's healthy, and this is the guy you paid a crap ton of money to guaranteed, traded all these picks for, and he's been horrible.
But are there long-term ramifications?
How could there not be? They lost several first-round picks.
You have major cap money wrapped up
trouble.
in someone that's not productive. Sometimes you have cap money wrapped up in a quarterback, but he's really good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference.
That's what you want.
I just couldn't imagine the headsets. It's 3rd and 4. Do we have any sort of play in the playbook can get 4 yards?
Not that he can get.
Not right now. Not right now. No. He's got 3rd and 6. Is there anything we can do? No, not really. Probably.
Okay. I'm glad you said that about the organizational issues. It's an interesting. That's the interesting part of the conversation to me, that those decisions can have long-term ramifications and drag your whole organization back.
They're 1-5.
Be held
They're
accountable.
1-5. They look horrible. Their defense is respectable, but that's it. Their offense is lost with Deshaun Watson, and they've got they have Jerry Jeudy, and they had Jeudy and Cooper. It's a pretty good 1-2 punch at receiver.
Yep, for sure.
Nick Chubb is coming back from injury still, so they don't have that. Their line has been not very good, but still, that's rough. By the way, Bill, last thing, the temperature, I think it was 51 at first. Got down to 44, though, in that game.
That's interesting, but still degrees. Not. Yeah, 51 doesn't do much for me, but 44 does.
Yes.
I'd love to see some high 30s.
Yeah.
I'd love to see some high 30s.
That's coming soon. It's coming soon.
I'm looking for
guys
winter
blowing
really
in their hands.
Yeah, I just want to see it just
warming up
people
their hands.
just
miserable,
all geared up.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by Renew. Call or text David at 402-833-3858 or go to renewyourauto.com. Everything from body shop, ceramic coatings, window tinting, spray and bed liners, and more. Renewyourauto.com. Sip, although you were chatting on the group chat, you were at the press conference of Tony White and Marcus Satterfield yesterday.
Can I ask my one question I always ask now?
Please.
Steve, did you ask a question?
Pretty sure. Yeah, I did.
What'd you ask?
I can't remember.
I love when we get your audio. That's my favorite. When
you're not going to get that, though. They cut out the questions. It's fine. Yeah. How about you start with Tony White? Jake?
Yes.
And we will get to, and I have a couple Iowa State items for later in the show. As I'm doing this penance.
Was it from Fansville?
Every day. until Iowa State loses a game. Okay. Start with Tony White talking about Indiana. I don't think we've talked enough about Indiana's offense. And he gave a pretty good rundown on it.
What did he tell you, Sip? I don't have that on here.
Okay. Well, he started with, the question was, are there elements of Indiana? Is there any team that you've played that kind of looks like Indiana offensively? Oh boy. You don't have that.
Well, how about here's Tony White. What's the importance of an early success in a game with so much hype?
Yeah,
Tony White.
Let's try that.
That can kind of work.
Try that, Ben.
I think just the way we play defense. Period. You know what I mean? You always want to start fast, no matter what it is. Offense, defense, especially. You always want to go out there and start fast and really get into the flow of the game. But that's something we got to do from the get go. And I think that's when we played our complete games, we've done just that, being able to go out there and have success early on. But with a team like this, you're going to give up some plays, right? They're one of the best offenses in the country. So it's a matter of executing on a consistent level and then just playing our butts off.
You guys wonder, and I had to do some research yesterday, how many guys from JMU, James Madison, are playing for Indiana. Well, I can tell you the 8 are playing. Three on offense, 5 on defense, starting, including, and I don't know if he got sound on this or not. They have the big man at receiver. They have the big 6'2", 210-pound Big Ten prototype receiver. His name is Elijah Sarrett, and he did come from JMU, and he's having a year. That's a guy to watch closely. He has 29 receptions for 513 yards.
Really?
Yeah. They're starting 8 guys from James Madison.
I think they brought 12. Is that right?
Yeah,
12
I think
was
11
number.
or 12, and there's one at least that's hurt. There's another one that's playing, not starting. So yeah, they're doing good.
Traveling All-Stars made the trip over.
Kind of the traveling All-Stars. There's some good ones. Well, I think their 2 leading tacklers are from. Yes, their 2 leading tacklers, Aiden Fisher and Jalen Walker, are from
Think
JMU.
about that for 1 second, though. So he brings all these good players from JMU, and we still point out that team, without him, put up 70 points at North Carolina this year.
Yeah.
And lost 12 players.
They lost 12 players. 8 of them are playing in a Big Ten school, and they still put up 70 points on the road.
Speaks well. Google me.
56 at halftime. Oh, by the way.
It speaks well. Google me. Is there anything that says Curtis Rourke?
Yes.
I've
got Tony White on the Ohio transfer.
Curtis
Rourke, the quarterback.
Yes.
For Indiana. Here's Tony White yesterday.
He's doing what he's got to do, to get out of the pocket. I remember facing him when he was a young buck at Ohio, running the option and all that kind of stuff. And now he's just a completely different player. You can see he knows where he wants to go with the football, and he is right the high majority of time. So, you can't beat a quarterback who knows what you're in and knows where to go with the ball, and he's accurate as all heck. That's why they're one of the top offenses in the country.
Yes, they're Rourke is a concern because he's 6'5", 223. He's smart, makes good decisions, and he can scoot out of there. That's what scares me the most. He's a big man, but he can get out of there if there's trouble.
Quarterback scrambles scare you more than quarterback run.
Yeah, his running
really
numbers aren't too bad, actually. I mean, they're not this year. He's ran for 44 yards. It's not a big deal. But if you look over the course of his time he was 5 years at Ohio. I mean, he
got experience.
Yeah, and he ran the ball pretty well. Well, he was an option quarterback initially at Ohio. Ran option. And I don't know if they were running all option. I don't think Frank was doing that, was he?
They ran option football.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so he was doing that. Big man running option.
But he's got 14 touchdowns and 2 picks in the season.
He's
a very efficient quarterback.
He has the highest QB passer rating in America.
I'm confused because who threw the pick then? Because they had 3 picks against Maryland in the first half.
He has 2 of them.
They said 2.
Was there could have been a halfback pass. Could have been something. Yeah, could have been something like
the
that.
The stats say he's got 14
All I know is
touchdowns and 2 picks.
There was 3 picks against Maryland.
Yeah,
in the first half.
Jake's right though. 14 TDs, 2 picks.
He's the highest QBR in the country.
For sure in the Big Ten. I should be.
Well, just that number alone is going to give you a lot. 14 and 2.
It's
going to get you a lot.
Yeah, and he's completing 73.8% of his passes.
Yeah, because the leader was Graham Mertz. Went down with the ACL, but I think he was leading the nation at 76.3.
Okay, then
when you're throwing it around the 75% clip as far as percentage, that's impressive.
I think he was asked late in the press conference about Nebraska is the only team in the nation that has not allowed a rushing touchdown.
I have that. Here's Tony White's thoughts on that.
I have no idea. It's just something. I mean, the guys up front are playing their butts off. The guys in the back end are covering. Again, that's the first 6 games. That was a great accomplishment. But let's see if it holds true the rest of the season.
Yeah, he's always thoroughly unimpressed with he doesn't get into the patting ourselves on the back very often. It's always, well, we'll see how we are the next game. That's a good way to be right now because Indiana is capable of putting a number on you. Well, they have. They've
scored 40 plus every game so far.
I think they're averaging 47.
They scored 77 their first game against West Carolina or something.
Yeah,
like
so that puts it a little bit.
That skews a little bit, but still
skews.
But they're 40 plus every game though.
Skews.
Yeah, the every game thing is that is very impressive.
Yeah. Okay. He did discuss the black. Just quick comments on the black shirts given to Sierra Wright and Brian Buschini. Received a
Tony White on that.
Yeah, I didn't see Brian's. I mean, I when I walked to practice, I just saw him there kicking with it, and you could tell he had a little pep in his step and stuff, which is really neat. First thing was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And then Sierra actually, the jersey was swapped, so it was on the sideline. So he kind of didn't even want to put it on at first, just because he understood and stuff. And I was like, hey man, you put that damn black jersey on, you understand what it means. So. He had a big smile on his face, and he's continuing to do well.
I like the fact, Jake, that Marquise Buford texted Rule and said, we got to get Buschini in black. I like that. Buford strikes me as a dude.
He's a great guy.
Is he?
Yeah, great player. Works hard. Everything about him, really good.
That's a nice gesture.
Yeah.
If you think about it, on behalf of the punter, to text the head coach and say, we have to get him in black. I mean, and Buschini, god dang, wow. I mean, what 2 games he's had, Purdue and Rutgers. He's been pretty good otherwise, but he was he says the second biggest factor in the Rutgers win, Jake.
Yeah, and I asked Bill, as a guy who's coached special teams forever, but he had 2 punts blocked that game, and he still delivers a 69-yard punt at the end. How tough was that for him or anybody to bounce back from block punts and deliver a punt like that?
Yeah, bouncing back from block punts is very, very difficult. Yeah. Very hard to do. Yeah, I mean, just because he took a shot on one of them also. So it makes it very, very tough. And then, like I said, it's always nice when you catch a break. Mm-hmm. I don't know if was it the 69-yarder or was the one before that? There was one where there was a huge gaff by the returner and the ball rolled about.
That was that one. It was that
the one.
The one.
He should have fielded the ball.
Correct.
And it rolls for about 25, 30 yards.
Yes.
But he still hit the ball. Mm-hmm. And they didn't field it. So it all counts.
100.
It all counts. So it's all the same. But yeah, to be able to recover from that and be able to do that. But that is It's not something that happens every year. I know that when I was here, Cook was in one, Sam was in one, a black shirt. He was, and I'm pretty sure Foltz was. I'm not sure on that.
Unclear.
I wasn't here at that time. I just know that I just know that Sam Cook was.
The Satterfield, I'd get that sound. He talked about. Remember, guys, Dylan Raiola comes off of kind of an uneven performance against Rutgers. How did he respond?
Great. I mean, he didn't skip a beat, celebrating in the locker room after the game. Some guys you'd think would be down and kind of wasn't that at all, just being a great leader. And he came back ready to work in his open week, had a great open week, a great preparation last week, which bled into this week.
Then he also said later in the press conference where Dylan has improved his mindset, where he doesn't go ahead.
More Satterfield, man.
Good job.
Maybe
Jake.
not taking all the trying to get him to not try to take all the blame for if some play goes wrong. It's not all your fault, and to be able to move on. Like, he has an unbelievable ability of just 2 or 3 things can happen. He can kind of pick it up, move on, and go from there. But just it's not all your fault. Appreciate the leadership aspect of that, but it's not always your fault. All of it your fault.
He is a perfectionist. I think that happens. That he, he's a leader. He's a perfectionist. He wants it all to look good all the time. But that going back to what the other sound was about how he didn't mope around after his uneven performance comes from what Bill says. It comes from what Dom has told me for years. It doesn't matter. A win, you celebrate wins.
Absolutely.
You celebrate wins. Don't nitpick them. Celebrate.
Yeah.
In your shoes, mainly. I think media fans, it's okay to nitpick. Yeah. But if I was directly involved, I wouldn't do a lot of nitpicking. Yeah. We won the game, guys. Yeah. I mean,
I think it's fair to ask. He was asked the question: did Rutgers do anything special to throw Dylan?
That was
off?
The question I asked, Jake.
That was your question.
Whoa,
we don't have the audio. I like that question, Sip.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So tell us the question again, Steve.
Yeah, and I
like this question.
The question was: Ben was there. You heard it.
Yeah,
I'll play it.
Ben was proud of me.
To you live.
I imagine he was proud of me
because you were not texting anymore and you were actually involved in the press conference.
I said, did Rutgers show anything that would throw him off, Dylan?
I don't think so. I think it's just just one of those things where a receiver may not have been where he was supposed to be. The timing of the play, maybe didn't see this defender till late. Kind of got your eyes off of certain routes and things of that nature. But I think it was just one of those games where a couple things happened and we weren't as smooth as we usually were.
Oh, that's what he said at the end. I couldn't get that last part. We weren't as smooth as we usually were. I listened to that about 20 times. I couldn't understand what he said till just that moment. We weren't.
The headsets change everything.
Get headsets.
They do.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You need to have those.
Yeah. So I don't know. Sometimes coaches. I'm not saying he was being dishonest. I think that Rutgers did something that confused him. That's my hypothesis, or he was just stealing a Bo Pelini phrase. He was seeing too many colors, perhaps.
You don't know what
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's unclear what it was. It's like you said, sometimes you just pass those off as it just wasn't a great day.
Yeah.
But Rutgers wasn't to support Satterfield. Rutgers wasn't doing anything that was like
exotic,
bizarre, exotic, unique.
They weren't.
No, Shiano was very. Yeah. He's pretty. We're going to do it like this.
Mm-hmm.
So there wasn't a lot of crazy change ups of things going on.
Matching routes.
Yeah. Not a lot of.
Yeah.
I don't think they were doing all kinds of, because when you able to, you don't see a lot of those things when you're changing stuff up and when you can still run the football and able to do those things, and that's any part of your offense. You still have to be able to play some things that you don't get crazy looks because it messes up your run fits a bunch.
There you go. We better get out.
We better. Before that, though, I know even though you had the Kringle over there, you're probably still hungry, right?
What would he like?
If I were Sip, I'd go to Early Bird.
The Bird.
Because you can get breakfast burritos. You can get chicken fried steak, which is what, Bill?
Smothered.
Chicken fried steak smothered.
God,
don't you want
that? Bonus gravy with David.
Yeah.
And that is, for Ben, that's comfort food. Smothered
and
chicken
Ben
fried
needs
steak.
comfort. If anyone's out there, reach out to Ben. There's a lot going on.
You can have your.
So my wife went and got him a Kringle.
Yeah, that's very nice
of Laura. So nice of Laura.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not joking.
Right away, she's like, Ben. She gave the heart signal.
This is for you,
Ben. Was right here with it.
Sip could get a variety of
Yes.
pancakes like blueberry pancakes
Yeah,
that
blueberry.
you had
Yeah.
when we were there a few weeks ago.
I'm not joking around. Those are about as good as it gets.
And don't forget the world famous hash holes.
Hash holes. Nice.
That was
your best one
that
so
was
far.
good. Nice.
Nice job.
19th
wearing
and
off.
K.
Smokey's wearing off.
19th and K. Free parking, tons of free parking, and they get the best breakfast in town. Check it out. Early Bird also
Scrambled eggs in a Busch
locations
Light.
in Iowa and Omaha as well. Sean Callahan is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
That doesn't sound bad.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Over 75% of the patients that come to Limitless Mail have been told over and over again by their primary care providers that their testosterone level is fine. Guess what? If you have all the symptoms of low testosterone, you're not fine. Come get a second opinion at Limitless Mail. We have helped tens of thousands of men feel optimal again, and we can help you. Stop waiting. Come see the men's health experts. Book your free consult online at limitlessmail.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
On game day, every play counts. Now imagine having the same level of control in your field. Valley is where farming meets end zone efficiency. With AgSense remote irrigation technology, farmers become the MVPs of their fields. Real-time play-by-play control means you're always ahead of the game. Score big with simplified irrigation technology from Valley, improving your life both on and off the field. Find your local Valley dealer at valleyirrigation.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. With tailgates of hand-battered chicken fingers and cane sauce and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade, you can guarantee victory for every game day meal. Raising Cane's Chicken Finger, one love. Order online or on our app.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Greens at 402-467-4444 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-4444.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break
Sipple, you are an idiot.
on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Just a couple days away from Nebraska's road trip to Indiana. First time as an underdog all season. We're joined by Huskerland Sean Kelly. And Sean, if we go back to August, and I told you to fast forward to October 19th, and Nebraska was a 6-point underdog to Indiana, what would you have said at that point?
Well, I'd be a little surprised. I mean, I always thought the spread was going to be, 3 to 7 points either direction. But, Indiana, you can say you're surprised they're 6-0, but when you look at their schedule, they've not played a tough schedule. I mean, they've only been on national television one time in 6 weeks, which is pretty hard to do for a Big Ten team. I mean, usually you're going to have one game that gets more games than one that gets picked up by the networks. So they're an unknown 6-0, I think, for a lot of America. But what we do know are their stats. I mean, they're one of the few teams, if the only team ranked in the top 10 in both offense and defense nationally, and they've blown everybody out. And, so that you can criticize their schedules, but they've done what they are supposed to do. And, in some ways they remind me a little of 2007 Kansas.
Okay.
That team, a lot of people didn't respect, and then they just kept winning every week. And to go look at their non-conference schedule from 2007 Kansas that year, and they just kept winning. And by the end of the year, they were 11-0 going to the Missouri game and lost that game, and then ended up winning the Orange Bowl. But this is a team I think that could really keep going and find themselves to maybe 9 or 10 wins.
Well, there you go. I mean, you just showed Indiana quite a bit of respect there. In this game, Sean, do you expect a shootout? Is this a shootout game?
I don't know if Nebraska is built for a shootout, and nor do I think they want that style of a game. I mean, we've seen games this year where it looked like the Colorado game. It looked like they're destined for 40+ points, and they stopped at 28. The Purdue game, they should have scored probably more than they did, and it was 28 points. So, what is that magic number for Nebraska to win a game like this? Is it 28 points? Is it 34 points? I just don't see a shootout where it's two teams in the 30s. I just don't know if Nebraska's style they play will dictate that or allow that. So we'll see. But I see something more 31-27-ish type of score if I had to analyze how it's going to go either way.
What concerns you most about Indiana, Sean? Is it a particular part of their offense? Is it defense? What scares you most in this game?
Oh, just their offense and how they can keep you off balance. I mean, they do a lot of zone read and RPO type plays that your discipline has to be there on defense. And Rourke is a very experienced quarterback who's played a lot of college football. He's a big-bodied kid at 6'5", 225. So he'll do a lot of things, and I think it will test the eyes and the discipline of the Nebraska defense. And they've had 2 weeks to study Nebraska's defense, so they're going to have some ideas of the tendencies and things that they're going to go at it. But at the same time, Tony White's had 2 weeks too. So what new wrinkles? We saw Tony White the last couple of weeks he's already kind of retooled his scheme a little bit since the Illinois game and some of the different things they've done. How will they come at Indiana maybe with a couple new different wrinkles the Hoosiers might not be expecting?
Besides Nebraska's defense, which is a given in this question, what makes you most confident about Nebraska's chances to, I'm going to say it, to pull off the upset?
Yeah, it's hard when it's just upset. I always think of it as being like a major underdog, and I don't look at Nebraska as like a major underdog.
I know you don't like that. Yeah.
Well, they're a road underdog. I mean, this is kind of if this game's in Lincoln, Nebraska's favored. I truly believe that.
You think so?
Yes, I do. I do. I think it's a home field, and there's it's 3 points and 6 points. I think this is a game in Lincoln. Nebraska's favorite. In Bloomington, Indiana's favorite right now, and I think Dylan's the other factor. I mean, if Dylan Raiola, comes out and gets his feet set and makes good throws, Nebraska's offense is pretty hard to stop. I mean, go back to the Illinois first half.
Okay.
I mean, I looked over at the Illinois beat writers I knew, and they were just shaking their head. They're like, this kid's unbelievable. I mean, the throws he made in the first half, it feels like a year ago. It was just so long ago, that Illinois game now. But if he plays at that level, and it's going to be nice conditions, wind's not going to be a big factor. It's not going to be real cold. I mean, I think it's set up for Dylan to be a real factor in this game.
So by Sean Callahan. Sean, of course, you will look at the message board all the time for Husker Carolina, and you know the pulse of the fan base. If Nebraska were to win this game, get to 6-1, and bowl eligible for the first time since 2016, what is the sense of relief from this fan base with 5 games to go?
Well, I think early break needs to go on the bowl trip is what the first order of business.
We'll go.
We need to see Bill Busch in the bowl game hospitality room with the media.
Yeah, that would be epic.
That would be epic.
We agree, Sean.
And hopefully have one of those frozen margarita machines set up in there. That would be great.
Oh, yeah.
Sean.
We need the early break morning show on the bowl trip. And
There's no way we shouldn't do that.
I think we're in, Sean. Count us in.
Thank you, Sean. I agree with that.
And all your sponsors, I mean, they're all coming, all the sponsors, everybody.
Bring them.
But, I think just getting over that hurdle would be huge. And then you're just kind of playing with house money down the back stretch. Like, hey, let's see if we can get to 7, let's see if we can get to 8. I mean, and you can't chuckle about it because it hasn't happened in a long time at this point. And, you can't run before you walk. You can't walk before you crawl. And Nebraska's taken the steps to get to this point, and they've got an opportunity here Saturday.
Do you think they've cleaned up their special teams, they being Nebraska?
Yeah, the snapper thing, I think, still is an issue, but, a question, I guess, is how I should phrase it. But, that game against, Rutgers, I mean, Rutgers was bringing 10 people and Nebraska was blocking with 8. I'm no genius, but when you block 10 with 8 and Division I athletes are running untouched at the punter at, high speeds, that's part of the issue. I think they've got to recognize some of those things too. And that's what led to the fake punt call when Rutgers was bringing 10 on Nebraska's 8 blockers, which led to those 2 block punts and then led to the fake punt call. So I think some of it is recognizing those things. And I do believe people will continue to go after Nebraska's punts because you can't score really on their defense. And you got to find ways. I mean, that's stat, guys, that Nebraska has not allowed a rushing touchdown. They're the only team in college football that's done that.
Mm-hmm.
That's no fluke. And we saw that against Illinois with the way they stood up there on the goal line. So teams are going to have to find ways, and they're going to keep going after punts because that is a vulnerability. And Nebraska's got to prove in this game especially that that's not an issue.
Sean, are you buying the company line that Nebraska's running game is not where it needs to be mostly because they just haven't hit the home run enough? They haven't gotten the explosive play from the running back.
Yeah, it's a baseball offense that hits a lot of singles. I mean, they're getting a lot of 4 to 5, 6 yard runs.
Yeah,
there are not very many doubles and triples, and there aren't any home runs.
Yeah,
and they've got to find. I'm not asking for 40, 50 yard runs because that's there's no Roy Halou back there. But I think if they can find more of those 15 to 20 yard runs, that would do wonders for the rest of the offense.
I just think if you're doing that, you're leaning more on, probably leaning a little bit more on Ramir and Dowdell. Dowdell's the most explosive back they have. Ramir's the fastest. If that's what you're looking for, I'm playing those guys more.
Yeah, and Mazuka too. I mean, on the interior, when he was in the
Micah,
first couple games, the runs really popped with him in there and on the offensive line.
Yep.
Sean, always good stuff. Thanks for the time. We will chat with you again next week.
Thank you very much, guys. We got that bowl trip planned. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Bill, Stan.
Thank you, Sean Callahan.
That would be outstanding.
If I looked over and saw Bill standing next to Keith Mann, who will be there, obviously, the Tan Man, and with a burger and a paper plate, standing up,
eating a burger, just talking media.
He came to a basketball game. It was a Creighton game.
I sat next to Bill.
He came into the media room.
Sip had to walk me down how to get down there. He goes, "Here's what you do. Here's how you get down there." So
you functioned very well.
I showed up, and then there was a lot of people you said were like, What's Busch doing here?
There's a lot of whispering.
A lot of whispering going on.
Why is Bill Busch
That's when I went and got my burger and stood by Keith Mann and Sip.
You fit in very well. I was really impressed by the scene, actually.
And I sat with Jake. Jake Sorensen.
In the extra level.
We weren't media level.
They had to add
we had to walk down
bleachers.
to talk to Steve because he had his own spot.
We did. Two levels down.
2 levels down.
Then this year, Ben will be there. This will be amazing.
Yeah.
He'll be in the press room. We could all be there.
Yeah.
It was me, and it was Bill, and it was Eric Strickland in the top row.
Yes. Well,
the top row.
Strick's the one who got me the spot. When you came and found me, Strick goes, "Hey," he goes, "Bill, you look a little disheveled, I guess. I need your help." Strick goes, "I got you." And Strick went around. He goes, "Right here, sit right here. You're safe."
God dang,
you're safe.
I was in a safe zone. And Strick put me there, and I'm forever grateful.
Safe here.
I'm forever grateful for this. One of the greatest players to ever play at Nebraska, NBA player.
Yes.
I mean, unbelievable player. And you know what he worries about? He worried about if I had a place to be safe.
The old man. He was worrying about the old man.
Trust me, you're good right here.
Right here. And I'd already had my burger, which was great. And so
then you and Jake talked the whole game.
We did talk. Well, things didn't go real well.
we had nothing else to
They hit
do
about
with that
19
one.
threes in the first half, if I remember right.
Yeah, that was bad.
But it got better though because we had the halftime show.
Yes,
the Zoopers. What was it called? The
Superstars.
The Superstars. And that was the most incredible thing we'd ever seen in our lives. Everyone commented on that. The Superstars was the most remarkable thing we've ever seen because someone had to hire them, and we'd like to know.
They
on their website.
They got vetted somehow to do that game.
Go on their website.
They just kind of walked around. It was incredible.
It's a high level scam.
Yeah,
that's what the Superstars are.
Yeah.
They go all over the place to do that. And I think they're like lawyers and like I think it's a scam.
There was guys just lying on the floor.
Didn't even move.
People
didn't even move. I told you, I said, look at the guy in the purple. I go, he hasn't moved in 30 minutes. He hasn't done anything. And you're saying they're lawyers.
Wow, I think
just sat on the floor.
they're like
the
well-to-do people that I think are running a scam.
It was an incredible scam. I can't imagine that got over. And right away, it's like, all right,
let's do this again.
Let's do this again.
We'll run this back next
Run
year.
that back.
there was nothing redeeming or impressive at all about the Superstars.
It hit everyone about halfway through, and it went on forever.
Yeah, we're not doing anything.
And then after everyone's kind of realizing what was happening down there, then the laughter started, and there was then me and Jake were just losing our minds.
Yes.
And then we left in a snowstorm.
We did.
Big
It was not a snowstorm.
And then Sipple goes, "No, it's real easy. Parking's real easy. Just park in, just
like
park
2 miles away.
Just park in the garage by the stadium." Which I did. There was myself and one other car in the entire place. It was a 26-minute walk to get there because there's no direct line. The 26-minute walk, I had to walk home in a blizzard. All I had was a quarter zip on. And it was like, it was, no, it's real easy. Just park over here.
Why'd you tell him to park so far away?
I knew it was fail safe. I mean, there was
one other car in the building, pretty fail safe. You're right.
Doesn't
That's true.
Doesn't the bowl game show, our show, have to be done from the bowl side? Is it
wanna
even
do
a
it,
show?
we have to be there.
If all of a sudden Sip's not here, he's at the bowl side, and it's just me and Jake sitting there. And
no, we got.
How are things going down in Miami, Steve?
We should go.
You know.
Well, I mean, is there anywhere you wouldn't want to? Like, what if it's the Pinstripe Bowl? Do we go?
Wouldn't matter.
We're going to a bowl.
There's never a bowl that you don't go back and just go, that was pretty cool to see. I like that. The bowl we're not tied into, which would be a phenomenal one, would be the Alamo Bowl.
Yeah.
Because
San Antonio.
Because Riverwalk is incredible.
Right. I don't.
And we're not
there's
tied
any
to
shot
that. No,
of
there's
that.
no shot at that. But
all right, this is exciting though.
We're doing the bowl trip.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, we
We'll
are.
figure
We're
that
doing
out.
it.
Figure it
We're doing
out.
it. I'll start
Ben,
packing. Imagine having young Ben with us.
You won't have a
Ben
class.
will have to get sunscreen.
Ben, I don't think you'll have classes.
Yeah.
It's fall. It's winter break.
Winter break.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you're going.
with us.
You're going. We'll
Coming
foot
with
the
us.
bill.
Yeah.
Okay. Bill will foot the bill.
Before we get to break, a
I'll send them out
reminder.
a couple grand and support Ben.
Segment 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids.
Oh,
Farmers,
Beck's.
we know that volume discounts are a major factor in ordering seed. Oftentimes, discounts are lost buying from multiple brands, but Beck's has the most diverse lineup in the marketplace. Go to BecksHybrids.com for a full farm quote. And always remember the 3 F's: faith, family, and farming at Beck's Hybrids.
Oh, I tell you one thing, they're humming right now. I mean, most of it's about done. Most of the harvest, they're on wind down. I'm making a trip out. I'll be driving right by Beck's. So I'm going out to Cozad for a speaking engagement on Saturday. So I'll be whipping out there and checking out the crop. So I'll be heading down I-80. So I'm kind of pumped about that.
And
So
Beck's, the structure's right off the interstate.
Right off of Goner. Stop
You
in
won't
and see
miss it.
Trevor at that. So Trevor's kind of like today and tomorrow is his last 2 meal days. His pulled pork. That's the last 2 days he's out. After that, it's going to be kind of hit and miss. And remember, he's stopping by every time. If he sees a field, he's whipping in and he's feeding you. He's not worried about whether or not you're Beck's or not because he gives.
Okay. Yeah, he's amazing.
That's what Trevor does. That's what Beck's does. BecksHybrids.com. When we come back, song of the
Bushels.
day and the mailbag next on Early Break.
Oh, I
with
love the
Ticket.
mailbag.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
This is State Senator Carolyn Bazin. Public safety is important in our community. I have a proven record of protecting public safety. I have prosecuted perpetrators of domestic violence, advocated for the rights of child abuse victims, held sexual predators accountable, and fought to keep drug traffickers off our streets. This is Senator Carolyn Bazin, and I will continue to fight to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bazin on November 5th. Paid for by Bazin for Legislature.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Urology Partners of Nebraska is Lincoln's newest full-service urology group. Urology Partners uses state-of-the-art treatment options for both men and women, including some exciting treatments new to our community that help you get back to your confident and active lifestyle. The team at Urology Partners is dedicated to quickly and effectively restoring your health, with new patients typically seen in clinic within 48 hours. Whether you have questions about your prostate, incontinence issues, kidney stones, or erectile dysfunction, their team has you covered. Call Urology Partners today to schedule an appointment.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. Touchdown! This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call John Henry's at 402-435-5555 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-435-5555.
Here at Aspen Builders, our company is building more homes today than I thought we would ever build.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, I am just shocked at how strong our market is here in Lincoln and at Aspen Builders. We're probably helping people right now more than ever get into a new home. We've been able to find pieces of ground we can develop affordably and keep our lot prices down a little bit. I think with our volume discounts and our office staff, 35 years of experience, we figure out a plan that's going to work great for you. We make it perfect. We make it fit your price range. All of this is part of the reason we're so busy.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Sartor Hamann Jewelers is celebrating 119 years as Lincoln's top choice for fine jewelry. Join us for our anniversary sale going on now through October 20th. Enjoy an exclusive 20% off on in-stock items, including dazzling diamond jewelry, exquisite rings, and luxury watches. This once-a-year event is our way of saying thank you to the community that has supported us for over a century. Mark your calendars and celebrate this milestone with us by indulging in spectacular savings only at Sartor Hamann Jewelers.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
if
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and the Ticket.
Once again, your song of the day from 1979, I Was Made for Loving You by Kiss. 464-56851 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on the Starter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Kiss is very virile.
They're incredible.
Yeah, very virile.
I was in the Kiss Army.
Yeah. They're virile. And if you're virile, you write lines like this, I guess.
Baby. I love when they have baby in there.
Tonight, I want to lay it at your feet. What does that mean?
So good.
What does
So good.
somebody wrote down that line? Tonight, I want to lay it at your feet. I don't know what that means, if that's a fetish.
Fetish. Okay.
Anyway, sorry, Ben. That was a little much.
Ben, it's so good. Kiss Alive 2 is probably one of the best albums ever made.
What's on there?
Kiss Alive 2. Just a lot of good songs.
A lot of good ones.
Yeah, just check it
They
out.
make the sound too. You probably didn't catch it. They make the Bill sound in that song.
Which one?
Where they pause and they go.
It's got everything.
It does. It does.
They breathe fire. They breathe fire. Yes, they
Kiss
do.
Army.
Kiss Army.
You're in the Kiss Army.
Can you name them?
Peter Criss.
Drums.
Ace Frehley.
Ace Frehley, lead guitar.
That's where it's going to stop. Peter Criss.
Paul Stanley.
And then
and Gene Simmons.
Gene
Yeah,
Simmons.
get Gene Simmons here.
Okay. Yeah. I knew a lot of guys in the Kiss Army. In fact, you probably did the same thing. They would have concerts, garage concerts.
We did it. I did a garage concert.
Did you?
Yeah, we did it. Actually did
Garage concerts.
Actually did in a talent contest at the school. We did it. Me and Chris Pujols, Jay Appleton, Colin
Did you
Ross.
keep it clean?
What's that?
Did you say
a little
tonight
bit.
I want to lay it at your feet?
I think we did. I think we did. God, it was yeah. Also, myself and Chris Pujols would dress up. I was always Ace Frehley, and I think he was Paul Stanley usually, or sometimes Gene. And we get on our bikes and ride around town.
No,
in full
no,
Kiss gear.
you
Absolutely.
did not.
Absolutely.
Oh, I totally see it. Jake, they did that in our neighborhood. The
that's
Kiss
normal.
Army would do
It's
it.
normal.
Yeah.
Were you
Kiss
guys
Army.
blaring Kiss while
Absolutely.
you like
Chris Pujols
boombox?
had a Huffy bike with a basket put on front of it had a basket on a 10-speed with yellow carpet in it. And had yellow carpet in it so that he put his boom.
Was it just yellow by design, or just did it become that way?
No, it was yellow by design.
Yeah.
And then we had the 8-track player that ran off of batteries. He took 8D batteries, and we had batteries, and we'd
play Kiss,
and drive around town on our bikes. You guys didn't do that?
I wasn't in the Kiss Army.
It was a big deal. Yeah, it was a big deal for us.
Oh, we got to rate the song.
You do.
I always thought it was over. I thought Bill's going to kill me. I always thought it kind of was hokey. It's a little much. A little much on the virile side. I'm going with 7.1.
That's fine. It's okay. It's all right. I'm only gonna give it a 7.9.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, 7.9.
And he was in the Army.
When I was in the
Kiss
Army.
You are in
Tell you one
Kiss.
thing. If you have one of those, hey Ben, you have one of those, those days, play Beth. Just listen to Beth. Play it.
Beth?
Yeah.
Don't do
Kiss.
that.
Yeah,
No, I push it back on
It's
that.
a good song. It's sad. Listen to Beth.
No, don't listen to Beth. don't
He's
do
He's
it.
out working. He's out working. He's with the band. He's,
Yeah. What can I do?
He wants to get home.
Yeah.
Yes.
What Ben give it? He gave it.
Ben won't like this. He's a 4.9.
9. Oh, whoa! Is he in the Kiss Army?
I tell you, I could see Ben. Ben would have been with us in the Kiss Army. We'd have been riding around our bikes.
Gave that a
Absolutely.
9.
A 9
Yeah.
for Ben.
He's feeling it right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
That Kringle's starting to feel good over
Yeah.
there. Yeah, he's in a good mood now. We've helped him out. We've helped Ben out. Some ratings here before we get to the mailbag.
It went quickly. Our healing.
Yeah.
It's a quick heal.
Yeah.
From the mail, some ratings here. Bill and Bennett 7.9. John says that's a fumble 5.5.
I don't know about that, but yeah, okay.
Eric and Hickman 2. Kiss is awful. That's fighting words right there.
That's fighting words. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bill.
Yeah.
Just move on.
Yeah.
Sanderson 9.1, maybe their best. I would disagree with
Ooh,
that.
Sandy.
But, like, score.
But I support Sandy because Sandy understood the Kiss Army.
Sandy's-
The power of the Kiss Army is they just retired like a year ago. They were selling places out like 30,000-40,000 people. They just continued on. The money they made was ridiculous.
They've been to PBA at least twice.
They just
at least twice.
What a phenomenon during our
Yes.
childhood. Better times. But it was a phenomenon.
It was a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Bandit 8. Lyle in Omaha 8.8. Jake and Hickman 7.3. Ellis in Illinois 8.2. John and Fremont, one of my Kiss favorites, 8 on that one.
High scores today.
Yes.
Brett and Bertrand 6.9. Corey and Lincoln, want to guess his score? 6.
Yeah.
7.
Wow.
It's high for Corey.
Thank you, Corey. You knew what it was like to be
That's
in a
our guy.
band.
Someone says bonus points because Jake does not play much hard rock. 8.8 on that
we
one.
need some rock.
Commentary.
Yeah, commentary.
Kiffin in
Dicey.
Columbus 4.9.
Money.
Craig says worst Kiss song ever.
No,
Not the
There's
worst.
ones
No,
than
there's
that.
worse.
Come on,
Trust me.
Craig.
I've heard them all. There's way
Bill
worse
can
songs than that.
vouch.
There's some bad songs.
He can vouch for
they
this.
would write an album like in an afternoon. Oh, let's knock another album out. Let's hang on. Everybody grab a napkin, write a song down, and we're going to record it tomorrow.
Make a song about chicks.
Yeah.
Preferably,
Lay it at your feet.
Tonight, I'm going to lay it at your feet.
Baby.
Laura would be like, what?
What?
Why?
I don't get
Why are you
this.
laying at my
I'm
feet?
confused. Jennifer 8.5, hubby 5.7.
The best song is "I Want to Rock and Roll All Night."
What is the best Kiss song, Jake? Okay.
Shout it out loud's pretty good.
Shout it, shout it, shout it out loud.
Picked a bad one. Come
yeah.
on, you're probably
I like
right.
Detroit Rock City.
That's
too.
Detroit Rock
I love
City.
Detroit Rock.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Detroit Rock City is probably the best.
If you
one.
picked out about 10 of their songs and went and listened to those they played these 10, it'd be nuts.
Oh
It'd
God,
be
yes,
it'd be absolutely nuts.
It would. Yeah, you got Detroit Rock City though. That's the
It's
best
a good
one.
song. It's a good song. All right, let's get to the mailbag here. I'll get the music pulled up.
I
Mailbag.
think I haven't
Let's
said it yet.
roll.
The bag.
There you go. There you go.
The mailbag is
Good
always
job.
sponsored by our friends at Applied Connective Technologies. What words do you not want to hear in IT, Bill?
I've been hacked.
Oh, those are bad words. They're bad words. It won't happen with Applied
Sounds like
Connective.
Trump.
I know words. I have the best words.
Those are bad words.
Those are bad words. Trump, let's talk about the election.
Okay.
Jake,
23
real quick.
days, Jake.
23 days.
That's all we're at the countdown.
I think 22.
Applied is Nebraska's preferred tech partner in all 93 counties of the state. Please go to appliedconnective.com or call 866-358-0109 for a free consultation for IT.
There would have been no controversy at the election last time if they'd had Applied Connect.
Yeah, true.
There's no chance
He speaks truths over here.
would have been no issues. There would have been no what happened in Georgia. Wouldn't have happened. Applied Connect would have secured.
They would know.
Would have
It's a
secured.
great point.
It's a great.
God.
All they had to do last year was the government have
Yep.
Applied Connect, and they don't have all these issues of recounts
No.
and everything. No, you don't
We wouldn't
have
have
it.
this roiling controversy.
No.
This divided our nation. Applied Connect could
They would have fixed
solved
it. We
headed it all
we
off.
could have solved this 4 years
from
ago.
Albion. From Albion, Nebraska.
With an office in Columbus near Walmart.
And in Lincoln.
Is there a problem with the election? No.
No, we're just
We
heading
gotta
over to
apply.
Walmart.
Anthony starts off Anthony says, question for the stool here. Since we are at the halfway point of the football season, what team do you find the most intriguing or has captured your attention with their performance so far? We know it's not Iowa State for SIP, but
I have updates. Go ahead.
what team?
Well,
Bill, you started off.
It's easy. BYU.
Is it?
They were picked
Good story.
14th.
Great story.
They were picked 14th. Currently, they're like 9th in the country.
Yes.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
fact, you
undefeated.
could make an argument that they are the number one team in the Big 12.
K-State went there and just got throttled.
Hammered.
Yeah, BYU or Iowa State is the number one team in the Big 12
Yes.
right now.
Does that pain you to say that?
Yeah.
The Iowa State part?
No, because the buzz is amazing. I went to Casey's yesterday, and there's literally two women behind the counter buzzing about Iowa State.
How about the go clones?
How about you
And
two?
they're talking in a buzz.
It's not a story. It's not a story. I think it is. I think it is. They're 6-0. I think it's a story.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
What would be my team? The team I'm most intrigued.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't just the obvious answer Texas? I mean, how
They're
good is
intriguing.
Texas? How good are they? Are they the team that's not really flawed? You know what's happening on Saturday? Georgia is going to Austin to play at 6:30.
So at the Red Roof Inn, I heard this: $2,500 a night for a room, minimum 3-night stay at a Red Roof Inn, where that's a motel. There's not there's not an inside hallway.
2,500
because of the Formula One race on the same weekend.
and Georgia.
And Georgia. same
Kirby's
weekend.
coming in on the same.
And then
well,
Jet-
isn't that interesting? Georgia coming in on a Formula One. Maybe there's some of the players will be driving Formula
oh, damn.
One. Kirby.
Whoa.
Well, they drive fast.
I know. There's been some situations.
A lot of tickets.
Yeah.
lot of driving.
We got the gist of that one. Yeah, I'll go Boise State. The return of Boise and having a phenomenal running back.
Yes.
It could be the next Barry Sanders.
That's a good one.
Their one loss is to Oregon. They almost won the football game.
Yeah,
Boise State's very good.
It's funny. Oregon had to have a kickoff return for a touchdown and a punt return for a touchdown, and they lost by what, 3?
That's it. If Boise makes the playoff, that as a 12 seed, the 5 seed's going to hate their lives. That's going to suck for them.
Jake, real quickly, it's funny you mentioned him, Ashton
Genty.
You got it. Michael Severe, friend of the show.
Yes.
Texted during the show just now and said I on another show I probably got it wrong. He said it's Ashton Genty. You nailed
Yes,
it.
thank you.
Yes.
I watch football.
Michael, thank you.
Hey, pay attention. John says, "Good morning, guys. I have a food question. Does pineapple belong on a pizza or not?"
I'm saying yes.
I would say
Me
yes.
and Bill
Also,
are at odds on this.
I'm in on pineapple.
That's like true. There's never a time when the pizza that I showed, I flick the pineapple off.
I don't.
I do not believe it.
We are at odds.
We're at odds on this. Yes.
I will eat the pineapple on the pizza.
Yeah, I like it on the pizza. I like Canadian bacon and pineapple.
Hawaiian pizza. Good stuff. Kip says, as George Costanza once said, we are shifting into soup mode. It's that time of year. Tell me about your chili preferences. We use flank or sirloin steak for our protein. What do you guys do for your chili?
I don't make it.
Laura made it 2 nights ago, and she also puts in sausage. Half hamburger, half sausage.
That sounds really good.
Sounds really good.
It's really, really good. I'll say this, and Laura makes incredible chili, and what she made last time was really good. There is, and I've called to, I think it was Habitat, and I've called to a couple different places. There's a, I don't know what the brand is now, but there's a chili starter, this little jar of chili starter that if you get that with that, mix it in just your regular, and mix your normal recipe and that added to it, it's phenomenal. The sausage, a little more kick.
Yeah.
I just like some Furious cheese spread in yours too.
Yes,
of course.
A dollop of it.
Have to.
Is this chili season?
It is chili season.
Pretty much.
It started.
Yeah, it started.
Last one from Josh here says, we know you guys are the 3-legged stool. Which of these famous trios do you think most represents you, though? The 3 Stooges, the 3 Amigos, the 3 Blind Mice, the 3 Musketeers, or the Ghostbusters?
Well, I think it's easy. It's the Amigos. 3 Amigos.
I think he's right.
Yeah,
now.
that show was incredible.
No, is it?
Would you say there's a plethora of gifts from me out there? Remember that? Oh, it's so good.
Bill would know this one. What about the Kingston Trio?
Don't know enough about them, but
do you know that?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Someone had vinyl in your family.
Absolutely, the Kingston Trio.
The Kingston Trio was a 50s, I'd say, band.
Oh, 50s, 60s, maybe.
Yeah, maybe 60s.
Maybe 60s. Yes, the Kingston Trio. Yes.
Yes. There will be older people that recognize.
Yes,
we are the Kingston Trio.
Okay, you say so.
Yeah.
Regal.
We'd be the Amigos.
3 Amigos in that one.
Okay,
I'd be an Amigo.
What did we just do?
We agreed.
The bag.
I just need to hear it one more time.
Yes, that is the mailbag, sponsored by our friends at Applied Connective Technologies. Hour 2 next. Can Nebraska win in a shootout if it goes that way against Indiana? That's next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of health care, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th, paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary and Michael's Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and proud to be involved in our community. Property tax relief is important to every family. Last year, I voted for the largest property tax relief package in Nebraska history, and I will continue to advocate for property tax relief. Vote Carolyn Bozin on November 5th, paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
This show's pretty rockin', huh?
Yeah, I'm so glad my State Farm agent helped me go.
Huh?
My State Farm agent. They help me with options to personalize my auto insurance to get a great rate that fits my budget, so I don't have to give up the things I love.
Wow. Hey, so do you think I could get your State Farm agent's number?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Kreekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Sartor Hamann Jewelers is celebrating 119 years as Lincoln's top choice for fine jewelry. Join us for our anniversary sale going on now through October 20th. Enjoy an exclusive 20% off on in-stock items, including dazzling diamond jewelry, exquisite rings, and luxury watches. This once-a-year event is our way of saying thank you to the community that has supported us for over a century. Mark your calendars and celebrate this milestone with us by indulging in spectacular savings only at Sartor Hamann Jewelers.
If you're not advertising your business on your vehicle, you're missing out on a lot of potential clients, and it's time to change that. Automotive Solutions excels in vinyl wraps and company IDs. They offer BG services with free warranties available, and they service all cars and diesel trucks too. They also service fleets, and if you push snow in the winter, get ahead now with your vehicles. Don't forget, ticket listeners receive a service discount on preventative maintenance. Call Automotive Solutions for an appointment at 531-249-5600 and stop by at 2040 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call John Henrys at 402-435-5555 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-435-5555.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also at 70th and Pioneers. And Shin Danny is not with us in the studio, but
Ben.
he's still, I'm sure, busy in Creighton, though.
Ben was talking about Three Amigos and forgot to get it.
Yep. He had time, too. He had a lot of
But
time.
he's bounced back. He's bounced back from yesterday, and this is good. I think that text stream meant a lot to him.
And Laura.
Yeah, and Laura got that. And Ben, that's the big
Laura's
thing.
the heart for you.
Laura, the heart, yes.
Laura got him the Kringle Danish.
Yes.
Pumpkin.
Which is almost halfway gone, by the way.
Oh, it's not almost halfway gone, Jake.
It's been hit pretty hard.
It's been hit.
FDIC.
Okay, what's going on?
In lieu of the missed kicks from Monday night, Schindler has set up the old school competition, and there will be wagering. Super Toe. Remember Super Toe? Boom! On the, you have a Super Toe, Jake?
I did not.
He knows what it is.
The ball's about this big.
Yep.
And the character, the kicker's about this tall.
Yep.
And you set the ball in there, and you have uprights.
Yep.
It's got a little field you set up. Then you bam! And and the best part is,
I know
it's old school Mark Mosley square toe.
Yep.
It's
Straight on.
Straight on. No, not soccer style. Straight on
There's
kick.
a square toe.
It's a square toe, and there's competition. And so it starts off at it's round robin, sets up the brackets, and there will be wagering. And so this is set up in the so when you come in right away to do your banking, you're instantly in the round robin tournament. You get 4 kicks.
So dudes are getting down on their hands and
knees. There's people that'll be you walk in, people will be down on their hands and knees on a hard marble floor.
So he's not laying down any kind of like.
Well, they have the plastic field will be down.
Okay,
but it doesn't get. There's not much cushion. Remember the plastic field? There was a field.
Yeah, there was a
field. You got when you got the box. I had a field. You laid the field out for us. Super Toe.
Who didn't have Super Toe?
Oh, I had a Super Toe.
Yeah.
Oh, and you would just.
I have seen the Super Toe. I have.
And you just want to rock, and all you cared about was rocketing long kicks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just where can I make it from? If I can I get into the living room and make one?
Yeah.
And set it up and see if can I get one in the kitchen? Yeah. Yeah, that was the deal. Super Toe.
Yeah, I mean, somebody made a pile of money on Super Toe.
It was pretty simple.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? We're gonna be able to hit. It's like boom. We're gonna be able to hit the top of his head. It's gonna be able to make his leg move, and we're gonna charge over for this, and everyone's gonna buy one for. It's about a 1 or 2 year deal. That was it. And then Super Toe was done.
Done. Wonder why it was so alluring. Like I was alluring. It was fun. When I got it, I was thrilled.
Yeah.
We definitely had one.
Jake, you didn't have a Super Toe?
I did not. I know what you're talking about, though.
You know what it was?
I have seen the Super Toe.
You know what it was for me and Steve?
Is that Better Times?
Better Times. I mean, if you could get up in the morning and play Super Toe for a couple hours. Oh, yeah. You played for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a couple hours.
Then the hockey game with the twist.
I did play that. I played the hockey game.
God, Bill, you knew that.
Oh, yeah.
You knew that right off.
Yeah, the twist hockey.
I was obsessed with it.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, I was a Montreal Canadian.
Remember, then it had the dome?
Yeah.
It had the dome. That was incredible. The dome was so ridiculous. Plastic dome over it. Yeah.
And it was hockey night in America. It
was every day. It was one of your friends had one of those in their basement. And that's it. And it could eat up 4 hours.
Oh,
it could eat up 4 hours.
Yeah.
You only got 2 or 3 good shots every 20 minutes. I mean, the puck was always stuck against the deal or something. So it wasn't a fluid game at all. It wasn't real fast moving.
It wasn't Gordie Howe.
No.
It wasn't the great one.
No, it wasn't. No, Gretzky showed up on this one. Just a bunch of, oh yeah. God, better times.
Better times.
I got a text message during the break.
You did?
From Natalie Carlstein.
Oh,
my best friend Stacy. It's her sister.
Okay.
And she said that you guys should have 100% got ripped off and should have won the 1978. That's when 1978. That's when the contest. That's when the talent contest was at Pender.
You got ripped off.
We competed as elementary kids versus the high schoolers
in a talent contest.
In a talent contest
where you were.
Kiss.
Yes. And you were which one?
What's that?
You were Ace.
Ace Frehley. Chris Buchholz was Gene Simmons, and he had the memory always wears those boots. So we took a pair of cowboy boots and we nailed 2x4s on the bottom of them and spray painted them gold. Yes, we did. It was incredible. Better times.
Much. Not even close.
Not even close. I just think about that. What'd you guys do last night? Well, we nailed some 2x4s to the bottom of some cowboy boots and spray painted them gold. Why? Well, for the talent show tomorrow.
For the Kiss Army.
Well, duh. Come on. What kind of questions is that? For the Kiss
Better
Army.
times.
Yeah.
Let's just keep doing the show on this. You know.
I've always advocated just we need more better times on this show, Jake. But get to something, whatever you got to get.
Thank you to Midwest Bank for sponsoring Hour 2. By the way, before we move on, you guys didn't see this last night probably on Twitter. But
What's that?
We had actual video footage sent to us from this game that Bill was talking about, the Crete and Wahoo game. Bishop, was it
seventh
Wahoo?
graders?
Yeah. We actually got a
video
on Twitter
from
Rhiannon on Twitter's has the video of what happened at the end of the game.
It's incredible. The 2-point play, but just the whole there's a caveat to this whole thing. As I talked to Bo Schembechler, when I talked to him yesterday.
Bo Schindler.
When they had Wahoo Newman had called a timeout. That's when Bo would gather the team together in detailed instruction to let him score. So they ran a quarterback sneak. They tackled him. So Bo had to use his last timeout, call him back over. It's like, what part did you guys not get about letting him score?
They probably didn't. They're seventh graders.
They didn't quite get there.
It goes against the grain.
My dad said there was probably a couple people there that didn't quite grasp what was going on. Then they scored the next play, and then history was made. He said it was mayhem in the bus on the ride home.
And we have video footage of this.
Video footage of what happened.
Wow.
Best part was we had a breaker text in that was there.
It's like, wait, you were there,
you were
Bill?
there?
No, I was not there.
You saw the video though.
Yeah, I saw the video. Got it live. Thank you.
464-5685. Call or text as always. We talked to Sean Callahan in the last hour, and we kind of asked the question about, is a shootout something that Nebraska can win? He says no, this team is not built for a shootout. So a question for you and the listeners is can Nebraska win a shootout if it goes that way against Indiana or anyone else the end of the rest of this season?
They can. I wouldn't bet on it.
First of all, you can.
Right.
You can win a shootout. They have enough weapons. It's not
Nebraska.
Nebraska have plenty of weapons. But there's never a time when anyone's thinking, I hope we're in a shootout.
No
one wants to be in a shootout. I don't know if you even get up when you're back in the day of a cowboy. Let's get in a shootout today.
No.
I don't know if I want to do that.
No.
I want to be part of that.
Because you could be dead by
noon. Could be dead. Yeah, it could be out. So you don't want a shootout. But yes, could they win a shootout? Yes.
Well, here's the question I have for you guys. I always look at the threshold number. What is the number that Nebraska could allow Indiana to score and still win the game? It's a hard question. I know there's a lot of variables, but the number that comes to my mind is like 24 or 25.
I was thinking 27.
Okay. We're on the same page.
Same.
Just below 30.
Deal.
Yes. So what we're suggesting is Nebraska could score 28. That's not really a shootout. But I think that's
can they win a 34-31 game?
Well, that's what I mean by threshold. I don't know. How far does it go? How far do you go up with that? I don't know. Okay. So if you look at the Nebraska's offense, Sean didn't make a good point. Against Illinois, they did look good in the first half. And it's not like, now they haven't looked that good since, except late in the Purdue game, right?
Yes.
28 points in the final 18 minutes. So they have it in them. Nebraska has it in them. We haven't seen a lot of it though. And part of it is the way that Rule wants to play too. He gets pretty conservative when they get the lead. So I don't know. I don't know how you play it against Indiana. I'll tell you this much: if I got a lead against Indiana, I wouldn't go too conservative. This is Coach Sipple talking here. You're welcome. If you get up to 14 zip, I don't know if I'm going that conservative. Like, can you afford to go as conservative as you did against Rutgers against Indiana? Clear answer. No.
You just see how the game plays out. Obviously, this will be one. Talk about a battle of preparation, because both it's identical for both sides. So both sides have a large. They have a no one's getting the bonus game on the other team, but they also have a large sample of what they do. There's enough things on film to have that. This is who they are. This is what they do. And so it'll be a great deal of preparation of what do they prepare for? What are the changes you make that are subtle, but yet not too much? You don't want to go away like, oh, they're doing all this different stuff, and all of a sudden you're both playing well. You're 5-1 and 6-0, and all of a sudden, if you came out and just did something completely different, you'd be like, what are you doing? So it'll be very much the same, but there'll be some subtle twist to see what happens during that time, to see what's going on with it.
You don't want to get out coached here.
No, and what you don't do well for both teams will be highly exposed. What you don't, it's going to be, you have all this time to be like, going, it's real simple now. This is the one thing. What's everyone has a couple of, they say, this is probably where we want to attack them. This might be one of their weaknesses.
Soft spots.
Something to do. So this is a match of wills also of the coaching staff.
Smarts. And I would say that Nebraska's, in their only loss, they got out coached. I'm just saying.
Against Illinois, yes.
I thought they did. I mean, you could look at two pretty good, examples in the red zone and overtime. Tony White just acknowledged, they caught us with that play. The play where they threw the ball to the receiver who was...
Is that Bryant?
Yeah, Pat Bryant.
Pat Bryant.
Yeah, who lined up kind of near the line of scrimmage and it's leaked out. Uncovered. But there was other things in that game where you're like, oh, geez, Bielema got him. Bielema got him. You don't want to get God again,
So it'll be a match of a lot of things going on, which will be very interesting to see. And then, like I said, it should be a incredible game day atmosphere. Beautiful day, sold out.
Gus Johnson.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now.
70 degrees.
This is the kind of game Jake that has driven Jake crazy in recent years, where they get on this big stage. It's a pretty big stage on Saturday. Joel Klatt, Gus Johnson, they're there with Urban Meyer. The whole crew's there. And Nebraska's collapsed on this stage so often in recent years, and they shouldn't collapse. Now, the question, I don't even think it's a question. It just ripped through my mind yesterday. If Nebraska plays them close, you say, that's pretty good. No, you don't do that anymore.
This is not Ohio State. This is Indiana.
You don't do that anymore.
This is I would say, about dead even roster.
I thought Nebraska would be a little better.
But they are on D-line. Okay. They are in D-line, right? Maybe even better. So they might be a little bit better, I would say. But you'd say
pretty comparable,
but pretty even, I would say.
Really?
Pretty even. If you just look at what their numbers are on both sides. Because, again, the reason you can compare them pretty close, because I think they're 108 and 109 in difficulty of scheduling.
Strength of schedule. Yep.
So strength of schedule says that they've both been on the same place.
God, I would think Nebraska,
have they, when I say have they seen the talent of the Colorado receivers? I don't know if they've seen that, if Indiana has seen that. They have some weaknesses in the back end, which I talked. I don't know if they've seen that part of it.
See, this should be a game where Naor and Bangs and Barney can get going. Right?
But they've, like I said, they've played against, like I said, any time that you're doing what you're supposed to do, credit that also.
Yeah.
To not being like,
100.
Or all of a sudden it's like, well, you haven't played anyway. Well, we did play and we beat them by 30.
Right.
Or we did our job.
Handle
our business.
I want to be clear on this. I don't play that game very much. In fact, you could criticize me for almost going the other side. I mean, because here's why. We always talk about parity and talent being spread out. So I don't go too far into, Charlotte just has nobody. No, they got guys. I mean, they have a few guys. It'll be good. So when a team like Indiana dominates UCLA in LA, I'd say that gets your attention. 42-13 gets your attention.
Yeah, especially it was game 2. They'd won their first game. It was in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah,
a beautiful night. So they're ready to play.
Google me, had them ready.
Yeah, had them ready to go. And also, we all know that when teams travel, so they went 3 time zones out there. So right now, when the Big Ten travels time zones, it's been horrible. The records have been
Penn State did a good job. But it's been. I think there's only 2 time zone wins.
Correct. Penn State in Indiana.
Yeah, Penn. Yeah.
So so again, they could have went out there and just laid an egg. Just went out
They did not.
They did not. So
and UCLA's not that bad.
Well, since that game, their defense has been a lot better. They give 27 points to Penn State in a loss. UCLA did.
Okay.
They beat or they lost to Minnesota by 21-17.
21-17.
They tied with LSU at halftime.
It was 17 all. And then they had a bad second half defensively. But that was their worst defensive game of the year.
Minnesota's a good team. They're a solid team. They're ahead of them until the last 30 seconds of the game.
Exactly. I watched it. I mean, scores aside, I can assess talent. They're not that bad. They got some guys.
I agree.
The Indiana game was UCLA's biggest blowout loss of the season.
Yes. This is going to be this game. Nebraska, Indiana is going to be If you're a Nebraska fan, it's gonna be tension. You're gonna feel a lot of tension for 3.5 hours.
There's gonna be a lot of swings.
Yeah.
14-0 could be 14-14, could be down 17-14.
Yeah.
Whatever's going on, I wouldn't
100.
I would not be too like
Don't get too comfortable.
Hey, we're really in trouble, or we are killing it. It's like no, either one. It's gonna be like, oh no, this is gonna get interesting.
Tension.
This is gonna get interesting.
Jake, get ready. Tension.
It's tense.
Yeah.
It's tense. You know where it's not tense though?
Where?
It shouldn't be at trade-offs. If you use trade-offs,
are you kidding me?
You should not be tense. You should be happy as can be, right?
Yeah.
Grain marketing, it can be difficult by yourself.
It's
but
not.
You give it a chance to trade-offs. There's no, you're stress-free. You're happy. Let them do the work.
I'm never stress-free, but that sounds good.
This is what trade-offs is, and I always try to put it together for the ag community. If you paid attention in college football, there was the brilliance of what was done by Oregon on playing the 12th player, and they knew the loophole. Also, in that loophole, it's known as that if he's out there ready to play, they could call a 15-yard penalty. They added him late like he was confused, which didn't make him call the penalty. It was brilliant. It was
manipulative.
Planned, everything. He was ready for something that who knows if it ever happens in your entire coaching career. That's trade-offs. They're the same exact people.
Boom.
They are. Adam
Boom.
Ickes is the
Bam.
Dan Lanning of agriculture.
Ooh.
Adam Ickes is the Dan Lanning of agriculture.
He's second in the country.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Still pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Still pretty good.
Can't catch Sark right now.
We're coming for you, Stark.
There's a group over in Illinois slightly ahead of him, but
that's amazing.
That's what he is. He's the Dan Lanning because he knows and guess what? He might be like, you know what's he's ready for something that might, an oddity in the market and a loophole.
He'll
so
be ready.
All of a sudden, your soybeans gets more than your corn should.
He'll just wink at one of those guys and we got this.
And we got right here. Look at this. Slide it over here. Get that grain to Idaho right now. And all of a sudden we're getting triple our money.
Check out the website, gotradeos.com. GOTREDAS.com. When we come back, Bill's Thrills next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey farmers, if you don't already, you need to get to know the guys at Busch Farm Outfitters. If you're ready to turn your sprayer into a money-saving smart machine, they can hook you up. If you just want to get your chemicals from some good guys that care about your operations goals, they want to chat. They work with progressive growers all over eastern Nebraska to assist with equipment upgrades and input options. Busch Farm Outfitters is equipping the modern farmer. Check them out at BoichFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT, from cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Hey farmers, if you don't already, you need to get to know the guys at Busch Farm Outfitters. If you're ready to turn your sprayer into a money-saving smart machine, they can hook you up. If you just want to get your chemicals from some good guys that care about your operations goals, they want to chat. They work with progressive growers all over eastern Nebraska to assist with equipment upgrades and input options. Busch Farm Outfitters is equipping the modern farmer. Check them out at BoichFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you. at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in October. Try their brand new caramel apple butter cream cheese or apple coffee cake muffins through their new partnership with local apple orchard, Picnic Hill. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Sartor Hamann Jewelers is celebrating 119 years as Lincoln's top choice for fine jewelry. Join us for our anniversary sale going on now through October 20th. Enjoy an exclusive 20% off on in-stock items, including dazzling diamond jewelry, exquisite rings, and luxury watches. This once-a-year event is our way of saying thank you to the community that has supported us for over a century. Mark your calendars and celebrate this milestone with us by indulging in spectacular savings only at Sartor Hamann Jewelers.
Now's the time to get your John Deere equipment inspected and prepared for next season. Acres trained technicians will thoroughly evaluate your machine and get it running at peak performance. And for a limited time, Acres is offering early inspection incentives. Sign up before December 15th and qualify for a discount on parts installed by Acres. Get no interest and no payments until November of 25 with approved financing through John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. Contact your nearest Acres location for details.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Landmark Implement helps you put dirt in its place with increased accuracy and greater speed thanks to the John Deere Smart Grade. This fully integrated 3D grade control system boosts job site productivity and reduces labor costs with fewer passes and less wasted material, meaning more bids won and higher margins. No masts, no cables, just clear views of the job site. Visit your local Landmark Implement today and discover the profit-boosting power of the Smart Grade and experience the Landmark difference.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
We're on the air. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break
Jake, you're a freaking nutcase.
on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We will get to Bill's Thrills in a second. Before that, quick plug for our friends in Holdridge. First Rate Ag. There's the logo. And look at his hat. Bill,
First rate.
Look at the hat.
It's not second rate.
Not
No
first,
more.
yeah.
That's a nice hat.
It's first
Yes,
rate. They are a
I got a
full
good hat.
service ag retailer
Full
offering
service.
everything from crop protection to lawn fertilizer. Been around for 26 years in business. Reach out at firstrateag.com or call 308-995-8327. Ask for Parker or Chris and mention the ticket.
I got the text yesterday that was incredible from Parker. Harvest is over. They finished yesterday. They're completely done. But the part, Steve, do you like watermelon? I like.
What do you think?
Yeah, you like the Black Diamond? That's my favorite. That's the dark green one.
I'm not familiar. I probably had it.
But that's so you're eating. What have they invented? Seedless watermelon.
Oh, interesting.
That's a hybrid that they can do. So you're not. Remember back in the day, you always had to eat watermelon and spit the water, pick the seeds out like that.
Yeah, pick them out.
You don't really deal with that anymore. Guess what they didn't have? They're weedless in their fields.
Good God.
They only found 4 weeds in over 4,000 acres of crops. They found 4 weeds. They're
that
weedless.
won't last long either. They'll get it down to 0.
They'll get it down to 0. And I said, well, 4 is okay. 4 weeds, that's pretty good. But well, let's get it down to 0 if we could. And they were working on it. They started working on it last night. Yeah, getting stuff done, Parker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seedless watermelon.
Seedless watermelon is like a weedless field. It's joy.
That's a phrase. I like that. Thank you to First
You're on
Trade
your
Ag.
screws today.
We've hit a lot of things
we,
today.
We have. We have. It
Could have
is-
saved the election. Applied Connect.
Applied Connected. Come on.
Damn it.
Missed out.
I mean, think of that. Think
I think the
problems-
controversy would have been none. There would have been no controversy.
You got to get them hooked up with Trump.
Yeah.
Applied Connective Technology. All right.
He would talk to him. He would love to talk to him.
Let's fire up Bill's Thrills on a Wednesday.
Quickly,
Here we go.
quickly.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
is
we
it gonna be
need it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrills sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Please call them at 402-730-7387 for a free consultation to plan your financial future today. Bill, it is a Wild Card Wednesday. What is on your mind today?
I could go for 2 hours on this, and it could have been brought up on the earlier segment of your surprise team. We're going Wild Card Wednesday. We're going to go football.
Ooh,
we're going to go football.
Like football.
It's not better times. It's
That's
current
okay.
times.
That's okay.
Critique the unique. Critique the unique. The magic and the misery. Let's talk Army Navy football.
Oh, please.
Army Navy.
Please.
Easily could have been the surprise team.
Yep.
One of the surprise teams. I laid off it for that reason. The
That's a big
uniqueness.
story.
The uniqueness. The triple option. The magic. 11-on-11 football. The misery. Defending 11-on-11 football. Oh, it's something. Bullet points for you here.
I'm
to
listening.
talk about these 6-0 and 5-0 team like that. The fullback is relevant.
Oh, yes.
The fullback
For
position
both teams?
For both teams, highly relevant because he's going to run the veer, he's going to run trap, he's going to run dive, and he's going to block. In the NFL, some guys will play for 10 years as fullback and they'll get 2 carries in their career.
Yeah.
And that the fullback, everything bases out of the fullback position.
Mm-hmm.
So just being part of this is just incredible.
Trap.
The ability to win with non-traditional offensive linemen.
Ooh.
So why are the academies, why are they all triple option?
Can't get the big dude.
You can't get the big guys. You're not all of a sudden get these guys. Oh, we're just going to run spread. Just going to run traditional offense. Same offense Georgia runs like that. Nope.
Good luck.
Nope. You got to be able to play 11-on-11 football. You have to be able to play with linemen that are in that 6-foot range, and they'll be lighter. And because now it's like more position blocking, veer blocking, and they're going to make you do with 11-on-11. So it is just a nightmare to defend, to be able to go through. The first drive, when you defend them in general, you should almost walk out to the official and say, just put them up 7-0 and we'll take the ball.
Really?
The first drive is
Why?
anarchy.
Why?
It's so fast and so well run that you can't simulate it. You can't simulate it. And it's a nightmare. And all of a sudden, the first drive, it's like, boom, boom, 2nd and 6, first down, 2nd and 4, first down. It's just
even if like they're playing LSU.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's really, really hard. Eventually, the talent level does. If the talent level is even, you'll lose every time. If the talent level is just even, you're going to lose every time.
God, that's fascinating.
It's so fast. So here's what they have. They have 2 playbooks. First of all, so you're on offense. You're not going, oh, what they got going? Oh, bunch of zone blitzes. Yep, fire zones. Yep, they're doing that. Nope. You're going to have a 2 shell or a 1 high shell, which we called it key coverage, or there's 2. In 11, it's still 11-on-11. So it's like, we're playing App State. They're playing 2 high. Perfect. They just grab this playbook. Here's the plays we run versus this. We don't run these other plays.
Really?
And all of a sudden, it's
what if it's like
they're
1 high?
They're 1 high. Hey, hang on, no problem. Playbook over here, and you grab this playbook, and we run these plays. They have certain plays they run because sometimes there's.
I had no idea.
There's certain things that you run, and you're just going like, "Don't worry about that play." Not how we're defending it, but they're going to run this. They have an answer to everything.
So I got a question for you. If you're a defense, wouldn't you want to mix then?
What's that?
Goes 1
too
high,
hard.
some 2 high.
Yeah, that's great to say that. It's a smart move. Guess what? You'll screw it up.
Really?
Every play is Rubik's Cube. Every play you have to be perfect. Who's got the dive? Who's got the pitch? Who's got all these things? Who's got it? Who's got it? And all of a sudden you're changing up. It'd be great. The only thing you change up sometimes is that you have the same look and someone different has quarterback and someone different has pitch. You can change up who has force and some little things you can make a call, and it's still really hard to do. When you play a team like this, so I was at Utah and we played an Air Force. We played them in the spring. We'd rep it in the spring. And on that Sunday, you didn't even watch the game before. You moved immediately to Air Force, and you'd have in your first practice on Monday, there was no fix the errors from last week. It was straight on to this mayhem.
Oh, boy.
The quarterback run game under center. The quarterback run game under center. Remember Crouch running all the follows off of kind of an ISO lead follow plays that they would run? The quarterback follow and the quarterback run game from under center.
Yeah.
It's devastating. 3rd and 2, again, just say, listen, just give him the first down. Just give him the first down. Just don't. The chance to stop him on 3rd and 2 to 4th, even if they stop you at 4th and 1 to stop him again, it's non-existent. I mean, it just doesn't happen. Just wait till you're watching them. Just watch when it's like 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. It's like right away you're going like, just give him the first down. Just stop this madness. And so the mental errors are non-existent out of the offense. They're not like, oh man, we screwed that up. Hey, coach, that's on me. They screwed nothing up. Their practice is like a sewing machine. It's just like it's like a sewing machine. It is so methodical and it is so technical. It is it's like you're running the plan to go get bin Laden every day. And it's just like they are just so on point with it. It's incredible. Eye violations in the pass game. So they throw the ball now better and they throw it well. Because first of all, what'd you see in coverage? You're going to see the same coverage because you don't have multiple coverages. It doesn't happen. And also, if it's 3rd and 12 and you want to do something crazy and exotic, they'll run fullback trap or dive for a first down.
No.
So you have to play your same. You don't defend them the same way. Defend them the same way over and over again, like that. It takes away your creativity on defense. It's not like, well, we got some other plans. We can do this.
It does.
Ourselves would do one thing anytime you're playing. If you're playing an Army, Navy, you just watch Army. You watch them defend each other because they defend each other the best, so they know each other. That's why in the Army Navy games usually 13-10, something like that. It's the only people they have struggle with because they see it every single day. To be able to have like that. Also, you better pack a lunch. It's going to take all day to beat them. I mean, it's going to be like, oh man, here we go.
God dang,
you're not blowing them out.
Oh no, like that. And here's the next one. The clock never stops. So a lot of times in games, in offense, you might get 14, 16, maybe that possessions. That's how many possessions you're going to get. When you play a Wishbone team, service academy team like that, you're going to get 8 on offense. So if you fail on a series or two, you have to score because they're going to maintain the ball. You only get 8 opportunities to touch the ball.
That's pressure.
There's times like that. They may not even score and half the quarter's gone.
Right.
All of a sudden you look up, it's like, there's 7 minutes left in the quarter and they missed the field goal. And it's like, and so there's the variables go on. I could go for 2 hours on.
Well, this is fascinating.
On how awesome.
Beautiful.
Two playbooks.
2 playbooks.
Essentially.
It's like, what are they doing? Because right away they're going to play this in 2 different ways. They're going to do this. It's not like, oh man, what are they doing? Oh, I didn't know this one. They're going to do corner blitz all day long. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're going to line up like this. They're going to line up like this because you can't screw it up. You can't be the one that screws it up.
In a sense, wouldn't it be kind of good for the defensive coaches that week? Because you don't have to mess around much. You just got to do this.
Yeah, it is.
Just do this.
It's easier to happen.
Do this. Just do this.
We beat Air Force in triple overtime one time. Kyle Whittingham's dad passed.
Who's we?
Utah.
Kyle,
with Urban Meyer. Kyle Whittingham's dad passes away I went for a jog. I get back on Monday. Urban Meyer's waiting for me at the door. He says, Kyle's dad passed away. He's out. You got to run the whole defense. So me and Jay Hill was currently he was my graduate assistant, currently the DC at BYU. So me and Jay ran the whole team. Every meeting was together. Everything was together. All these things were together like that. And the kids were phenomenal. They did really, really well. Kyle actually got back. They flew him in the day of the game, but he hadn't been in for
He was
practice.
the DC.
He was the DC at that time. They flew him back in for the game. But the game goes to overtime. And to stop him in overtime when they're going to go 4 downs is like impossible. And we actually they went for 2 and they had the ball first. They'd scored. They'd went for 2 and they ran option and the quarterback cut off his inside leg and slipped and went down at the 1 yard line. Then we went in, scored, ran the pop pass to win the game. It's so hard to stop them. And this is with knowing it and knowing what you're up against. But that week was talk about not sleeping when all of a sudden like that when your defensive coordinator's not there. And so it was just
so imagine when Oklahoma was loaded with talent and they were running that.
The next thing, so to bring that up, anytime if Oklahoma did it again, anyone did it again, they would roll. Matter of fact, they would roll at a different level.
You just can't find those guys. You can't find the quarterbacks. Right?
You can find them. They can find them. No one wants to do it.
Oh,
they want to do it. The fan base is not real excited about seeing.
You can find out
Wishbone.
quarterbacks.
But those quarterbacks are
out there.
They're every place. You can find
Nebraska did it too, basically, right?
In essence, they did it more out of some different looks. They did them in Colorado did Elbone, which was a version of Wishbone. You see the short motion, and they run the different things off of it.
Pure option.
Wasn't pure, but it was a lot. It was a lot.
Right.
It was a lot. And then
under center.
In the quarterback follow game and the quarterback run game from under center because he's so close to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
In zone read, he catches the ball. He's 5 yards deep. That's different.
Yeah. It was always cool when the quarterback take the ball under center, then turn.
Yeah.
And then
counter.
Yeah, then go.
Yeah, counter trap, counter option. They have an answer to everything. Oh, what are they doing? I got an answer for it. They just like, go to D. This is the answer. This is the answer. And if you ran it now, just remember, Georgia Tech won the ACC when Paul Johnson went there.
Yes.
Paul Johnson went there, and they had some dominant years. I saw him beat some teams. Here's why it's so different now. Back in the day when Oklahoma was running it and killing it, a lot of teams were still doing it.
Yeah.
So it was.
Yeah,
well,
they were.
A lot of teams are still a version of it. Now, no one does it. So if you just whip in here with an option team.
Who does anybody do it besides the service academies?
Not really. There's some different versions of split back out of gun. It's kind of a veer option type of a look like that, but no one does it like that. If you lined up right now with Overstreet, Sims, Thomas Lott, all those guys at Oklahoma, it would be a juggernaut like you'd never seen before. They'd be up and down the field on everybody.
Because they can get the linemen.
Yeah.
They can get big athletic
and
linemen.
you can still get great linemen now that are ass kickers that are 6'2" and can block these. So anyway, I wanted to hit on the 5 and
Bill,
on the 6.
What was the headline again for that?
Please.
Critique the unique, the magic and the misery.
Wishbone football.
It's so magical on offense and it's such misery. I'm telling you, you don't want to like right away. You're like that. If you're playing anybody, the first thing you look at that. Oh man, we got Army. Oh no. Oh no! We got to play so that's fine. Whatever. Yeah, we got to play them. That's hard, but they're good. Yeah. But
see, the fan base will look at it and go, "Oh, you got Army. It shouldn't be any problem." Then the coaching staff's a whole different story.
Yeah. Oh, the stress level is so ridiculous, and the time you spend in the summer on them, and if you're playing them game 3, every third day of camp, you're working a 10 to 15 minute.
I wouldn't put them on the schedule.
Yeah, you would have to be able to.
Try to avoid that game.
I wouldn't put them on the schedule.
If I don't know if I think they beat them. Nicholls State, when I was here, my middle time was running Wishbone.
Oh, they were?
They came to Nebraska the week before we went out to USC, which was horrific because we had to get ready for them. The week before, I think they lost, but they rushed for 500 yards against Indiana. Nicholls State rushed for 500 yards against Indiana.
It's interesting. Nicholls State was running it.
Yeah, and they're running, and they were FCS. And so the pressure to get ready for them, like that. And also now, I'm probably one of the last because I'm older. There's not a lot of people that grew up defending it.
Right.
So I grew up.
So they just have to take a crash course off YouTube or something.
Become a YouTube course like that. But my crash course would be watch Army defense, watch Navy defense, watch their defense.
Oh, watch their defense.
Watch their defense and see how they're doing it.
Yes.
And don't try to reinvent anything.
That's a good idea.
And the time to spend on it. So anyway,
that is one.
No, that was good. That was interesting.
That is Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk Scott and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors. Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. A chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Today's topic is also a Wild Card Wednesday. It is famous Bills. Bill Busch is not an answer today. Bill Busch is not an answer in one of these 4 questions.
You should be good at this, though.
Famous Bills.
I bet you Ron and Sharon would be good at it.
I don't know.
Maybe they named you after somebody.
They did. My grandpa.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
If you think you know your famous Bills, call us 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the takedown, Sip and Bill in trivia. 1-1 the record on the week. Overall, 25-27. 2 games below 500.
I want to think about it. We're just locked in on this game.
Today is
that's right. The process.
Today is famous Bills, and we have George. George, how do you feel about famous Bills today?
Not too bad.
Hi, George.
This is not George Darlington, by the way. Just George.
No, it's clearly not George Darlington.
It's not him.
The folder.
No.
All right, let's do this, George.
All right, sorry for
Lock
this
horns.
All right, George, first question
Let's
goes
lock
to you. Here we go, George. What famous Bill sang Lean on Me and Ain't No Sunshine?
Got it. He's young. He might not get this. We should be good. Don't Google. Don't Google.
Don't Google.
Don't Google me.
No, don't Google. I'm not quite that old. I have no clue.
I got it.
Okay.
This is incredible.
Give you the horns.
Jake, you knew I'd get this.
What's the
probably knew
question?
Bill. It's Bill Withers.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Bill Withers
God.
is correct.
We might get one here. We might get a
I
dub.
think you guys should get this one also.
This is
1-0
yeah.
lead. What state did famous Bill Clinton come from as governor before he was U.S.
come
president?
on.
Arkansas.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Brilliant.
Didn't need you.
I wanted to get it. I wanted to get
Okay, that's
one.
fine. We are a little bit in peril, but it's
Yes.
fine.
2-0 lead for
I
Sip.
wanted to act like I was part of it.
No, you were part of it.
George, to stay alive, your last
job,
question
though. Good
down
job.
2-0. What famous Bill has long been known as the science guy?
Oh, come on.
Don't lie.
Bill Nye,
Brilliant.
the science
Bill
guy.
Nye is correct.
I did not know that.
Really?
No.
Bill
I
Nye,
wouldn't-
the science guy?
I would not have known.
How
that.
would you not have known?
How would you not know Bill Nye, the
Ben's
science
all
guy?
over me. Ben's all over me.
Ben, you're right on this one.
All right.
Guess what? Ben just smiled. Didn't see that
Yeah,
yesterday.
well, he's healed.
He's
fast.
healed.
Bad.
Yeah, he was. I don't know
Thank
what that
you,
was
Ben.
yesterday.
Sip, you're up 2-1. Bill took your first question, so you're on your own now.
Yeah.
What franchise did Bill Belichick coach before his long, successful run with
problem.
the Patriots?
Oh God. I could screw this. He led another franchise.
For at least
Please
five
don't miss
or
this.
6 years, yeah.
Please don't miss. I'm gonna blame myself.
He was a
Belichick
was a head coach for 5 or 6 years.
He was with
somewhere
Saban.
else.
for an NFL team.
Yes.
So no more hits, Bill.
Okay.
NFL team.
I know
Oh
he was
my-
a DC at this
He was
place.
the head coach
He was
somewhere.
the head coach.
He was a head coach at another place.
Yes, before the Patriots. And you
I
have
blew
5
the game.
seconds.
The game's on me. This is my fault.
5.
This is on me.
The
for
Cleveland Browns.
Brilliant.
guessing. You were
Yes.
you were being coy.
No, I wasn't. I knew he was a DC there. I didn't know he
He was
went.
the head coach for 5
Oh,
or
that
6 years.
stressed me.
Oh yeah.
George will get you a bagel and
Thank
coffee
you,
going
George.
on the road. Nice try
Get
today.
2 bagels. I'll buy 1.
All right, thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome, George.
Tiebreaker time for Bill. Bill, how many playoff games did Bill Belichick win in 24 seasons with the Patriots?
Oh God.
How many playoff games did Belichick win in 24 seasons with the Patriots?
24 seasons.
Yep. Jeez.
Well, that was I didn't realize it was 24.
24 seasons. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm way off this. I'm gonna say 42.
Okay. Zip
Ooh,
over.
I was gonna say 48, so I'll say over.
He has coached in 42 playoff games. He's 30-12 with the Patriots.
We missed it.
No, Bill had the right amount of games
I
as
won.
coach. He did
Okay.
not go 42-0, but he went 30-12.
Okay. 30-12. Jeez.
Pretty good.
Is he coaching next year, Jake?
Wait, is
He
he
coaching
he's
next year?
70?
So
How
the,
old
the
is he?
big thing right
72?
now is he's got everything like locked up, except he doesn't have the number of wins. That's still Shula.
Yep.
He's like 8 back or something like that. Jake, is that right? He's like 8 back.
I don't think his
whatever.
age is a factor.
Rico has asked me a very rude question. He says on the grease board, how many playoff wins did the Dolphins have in that time? The
How many?
answer is 1.
Wow.
1.
Wow.
1.
Wow.
And I think the first year that Belichick was with the Patriots, I believe, the first or second year. Thank you for that, Rico. Appreciate that. So before we get out of here, the spillover, I got to give a quick plug. You guys will appreciate this. This
Yes.
is with one of our people, Madsen's Bowling and Billiards.
Oh, what's going on there?
They have an event tomorrow night. It's called with the We Can Do This charity. It's from 5:30 to 7 at Madsen's, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Mhm.
And it's the 8th anniversary fundraiser for the We Can Do This charity, which helps feed kids in Lincoln because no child should be hungry. And this organization helps feed kids on the weekend. Come by Madsen's for an appearance by Fred Hoiberg tomorrow night.
Whoa.
And
Fred.
a silent auction
Whoa.
and a raffle featuring Husker football, basketball tickets, Husker signed memorabilia by Matt Rule. Also will be a
Man.
signed helmet there. Food and gift baskets. It's tomorrow night, 5:30
Let's
to
support
7
this.
at Madsen's for the We Can Do This 8th anniversary fundraiser. stop by tomorrow. And also, we love Madsen's.
Just remember, when you go to Madsen's, it's kind of off of 48th. It's kind of tucked back a little
the
bit.
statue there.
Absolutely.
The statue.
Yeah.
Fred, that's
Fred's
good.
going to
Nice
be,
of
Fred's
Fred.
speaking
Yeah.
around 6 o'clock.
That's beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's tomorrow at
Tomorrow, 5:30 to 7 p.m. at Madsen's Bowling and Billiards for the week and do this 8th year anniversary fundraiser.
Well, what a beautiful name for it. We can do this. Good job.
Thank you, Sarah.
That's right. Sarah and the squad.
That has Sarah written all over
The
it.
spillover is next on Early Break in the Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
When you're in the stands and have the ability to control your irrigation in the field, it's a game-changing moment. Valley is where farming meets end zone efficiency. With AgSense remote irrigation technology, farmers become the MVPs of their fields. Experience real-time, play-by-play action and control that keeps you ahead. Score big with irrigation technology from Valley. It's technology that improves your life and lets you be at the game and in the game. Find your local Valley dealer at valleyirrigation.com.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers?
Check.
Chips?
Check.
Icy cold beer?
Check. Except this one.
I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Fuhrer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico!
Relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Fuhrer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of healthcare, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th, paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Drink locally and support local business during Lincoln's Craft Beer Week, October 20th through the 26th. Great beer, cider, distillates, and more are made right here in Lincoln. For more info, visit lincoln.org/beer-week. Brought to you by Visit Lincoln. Remember to enjoy responsibly.
Now's the time to get your John Deere equipment inspected and prepared for next season. Acres trained technicians will thoroughly evaluate your machine and get it running at peak performance. And for a limited time, Acres is offering early inspection incentives. Sign up before December 15th and qualify for a discount on parts installed by Acres. Get no interest and no payments until November of 25 with approved financing through John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. Contact your nearest Acres location for details.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
This
Well, good morning, little brother.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the Spillover with Raph, sponsored by our friends at Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One Love. AD walking in here as well. What did you have not given us an Iowa State update yet, though, Sip,
Okay, so Raph,
you promised us you would give us an update every day, and we have not got it yet.
So here's what happened, Raph. The guys just hammered me because I didn't think Iowa State was a big national story. I still don't.
Yeah.
I think it's a good story.
Can we say why it was again? Because they're 6-0 for the first time since 1938. It seems somewhat significant, but to you not. But continue, please. Continue.
Well, I vowed after a discussion with someone at Planet Fitness to give an Iowa State update every day until Iowa State loses. So this could go a while. Today's update on the Cyclone Show quickly.
They play UCF this weekend, so they should win.
No, they'll win this weekend. Power Rankings by Darnell Dixon. You guys may or may not remember that name.
Yes, I know that name.
He was a sports editor for the Lincoln Journal-Star for a period, and he's a great dude. Love him, miss him. Darnell Dixon. Now he works for he went back to the Provo Daily Herald. I think it's Pro. Apologies to Darnell if I got that wrong, but he did Power Rankings. He does have. Now it's interesting to me because Darnell, he's in Utah and he put Iowa State number 1 over BYU, which I'm sure he got some flack for.
Sure did.
So Iowa State is number 1 in his Power Rankings at 6-0 and 3-0. BYU is also 6-0, 3-0. Who would you guess is number 3 in his Power Rankings? Big 12 Power Rankings.
Texas Tech.
Well, good guess. The other
Kansas
4.
State, K-State.
You got it.
I should have guessed.
Okay,
K-State
so then
first.
the other bit of news, and this is crossover to Nebraska. There's a kid named Alex Mansky who you guys may or may not be familiar with. Huge quarterback. I mean, not huge in stature, but he was huge on Nebraska's radar. Nebraska recruited Alex Mansky hard from Algona, Iowa. He ended up committing to Iowa State. But now he's out with an injury, Alex Mansky. He hurt he's getting Tommy John surgery. He's a high school player in Algona, Iowa. He's getting Tommy John surgery, which you don't hear much, Raph, of AD, of quarterbacks getting that.
You play baseball too?
Well, that's a good question, AD. I don't know that. It doesn't say in the article. He's getting, but that's my Iowa State update.
Thank you.
Nice. Alex Mansky, Nebraska recruitniks will recognize that name.
And you delivered on your promise through 2 days. You've been giving us Iowa State factoids to make up for you disparaging them for no reason on Monday.
I did not disparage them.
You said it wasn't a good story. It is a good story.
I didn't even say that.
You did. We had it. It's on record. We had it posted up there.
I think I said it's not taking over the country.
It's funny too how
thank you.
As time flies, how history distorts. Because if you had asked me, I would have thought that year when they had Seneca Williams, they were like 8 or 9-0 because they were like rushing the field and number 1 in the country. And then to hear that they had never been there since 1938, it's wild to me.
Yeah.
Seneca Wallace. Yeah. He was good. Yeah. He was a really good quarterback.
Do you hear Raph? He backed you. It's wild what's going on.
It's good to see Iowa State having success in this NIL world that we're in right now.
Yeah. I'll give you that. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm going for. That's why it's a great story.
Yeah.
You know, they're not loaded with football money at Iowa State. Are you kidding me?
No.
I like their coach though. Campbell was a
pull that microphone.
You know, he was a hot commodity.
Oh yeah,
a couple years. Even when we were debating on Frost, Campbell was in that same category.
He was,
etc. You know, a few down. I'd say not down years, but maybe under par years, if you would. But I like Iowa State, man. I really do. I like everything he's doing there. I like their vibe. Not the strongest schedule as of yet.
No, not
you
the
play
strongest.
the games on your schedule.
Yeah, and exactly. That's what you got. That's what you got. And us prognosticators, we're going to say, well, who'd they play? Well, they played, to your point, they played what's on their schedule.
Right.
We can look at Indiana as far as that goes. They play what's on their schedule.
Right.
Rutgers, etc.
Well, Nebraska.
But
hey,
they're winning.
Iowa State guys, the rest of their schedule's not great. I mean,
Their toughest game is their last game of the season against Kansas State.
in Ames.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, beyond that, they'll be favored in the rest of their games, except for that one, if they're not favored.
You're going to be getting a lot of updates because I'm not stopping until they lose.
I like it, Sip. And you know what?
It's not
We'll
to
be
be like.
in their defense West over here. Ames West.
When their defense, people say, well, Iowa's not rated anymore. Well, they were rated when Iowa State beat them.
Yeah.
They were rated when Iowa State beat them.
Iowa's a fine team, and their two losses are to a highly ranked Iowa State team and to Ohio State.
Right.
So, yeah, they got two losses, but again, they were down
Ranked
7-0 at halftime to Ohio State, got rolled second half. They should have beat Iowa State. They didn't. So,
Good
I'm
point.
not here to defend Iowa. I don't like Iowa, but they don't
No,
have
that's a good point, though.
have like a loss to Troy in their schedule. They've got two great losses.
That's true.
On
That's
their
a good.
docket.
That's a good point. And some people, I'm telling you, I know guys that are connected to Iowa's program. There was a lot of doubt going into last week. There's a lot of people that are no longer really backing Ferentz that hard.
And they put up a 40 burger.
And then they
on
put up
Washington.
a 40 burger. So I'm sure there's some mixed kind of mixed emotions. It's probably a bit of a strange conversation in Iowa right now.
Well, both teams are pretty good. Iowa State's highly ranked 6-0 for the first time again since 1938. Iowa is a good 4-2 squad, and they'll make a bowl game. But
George Washington Carver was on their campus at that time.
Probably was. He may well have been
in the lab.
I did a cyclone walk one night.
What's that mean?
There's this sidewalk there in their little downtown section.
When was this?
This would have been 1996, I believe.
You were younger, Raph?
Yep, I did the cyclone walk.
And what is that?
I don't know. It's got your little feet in the cement, and then you cyclone walk.
Okay.
I still don't understand what's happening here. You didn't really help out what that means, Raph.
You just do the cyclone walk.
You put your feet in cement?
Yeah. No, there's somebody already.
Wet cement.
Yeah. Somebody had already.
Wet cement?
Somebody from Iowa State, please help me. Cyclone walk.
What the cyclone walk?
Hey,
we don't understand.
You got to do it. If you're in downtown Ames, you got to do the cyclone walk.
I love you, big fella, but give me some more context here.
I have been
like, are you
downtown
like
Ames.
just like you putting your feet where the cement feet were at?
Yeah.
And then what do you do after that?
That's it. You
Okay.
just say you do the cyclone walk.
Okay.
I don't know. It's Ames.
Okay.
Ames, keep Ames weird.
We don't have the Husker walk here.
No, we can make one though, I guess. That's
We
it
just
for
need
us.
some wet cement.
The drive is next for Bill and
I
Sip.
think
I'm
Nick's
Jake.
pissed at you,
We'll
Raph.
see you guys
It's the cyclone walk.
tomorrow.
He's always mad at me.
Done.
Franchise testosterone clinics that pop up and then whoosh, they're gone. These franchise